It's finally race time here at Marina Bay, and a warm welcome to all of you joining us for the action. The wait is almost over. It's time for the Singapore Grand Prix. The Marina Bay Street Circuit then has 23 corners, 13 to the left and 10 to the right, taking us a total of 3.1 miles around the landmarks of downtown Singapore. An average lap speed around here, just 107 miles per hour. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Formula 4 Racing. I'm your host, See Me Skate, and with me as always is the trusty Steve. Hello there, Housey, the stat man himself. How are you, mate?
I'm very well. Good evening, good morning to anyone tuning in.
Yes, mate, your dedication is phenomenal, man. Of course, 8:30 in the morning there for Housey. We've got a few followers there, Housey. BMAC 27 followed about 30 odd minutes ago, and well, thank you very much, mate. I don't know how to say that next one. Optixav, I think I got that right. Welcome to the stream, and of course, Mort, how are you, my friend? And yes, good to see you in there as well. But yeah, well, I'll tell you what, Housey, have a look at this weather, mate. Where are we? Singapore, rain-soaked Singapore, Housey. Holy moly, man.
That is, yeah, a turn up for the books. Don't get it too often, but it obviously is monsoon season. So
you're quite all right. Yeah, sorry there, Housey. You're quite all right there, Mort. No stress at all, my friend. And, well, we've got doing a bit different here at Mort, and all the new followers, of course. Well, we've got a Q1 session. We might as well explain. We just got a heap of them, Housey, and good opportunity to explain how we do it here. And, well, it's a pot-based system there, boys and girls. And as the drivers all know, and you're probably well aware, this is the multiplayer livery. There are 4 pots, and it's obviously all based on pace. There are 5 drivers in each pot. Excuse me. They all go into a lottery. Every team gets 1 driver from each pot, which makes a team of 4. There are 5 teams. And at the moment, well, they all go into the Discord, of course. They're all in the server. They all get selected into their teams. Same with the UK or the European counterparts. And, well, they decide their team name, their livery, their colours, and it's all about pride, Housey, as we well know. And, well, we are watching Bozza at the moment. And, well, there you go. That is Old Spice, and that is that team. That is that livery. This is the reserve of TJS. We'll get to him in a little bit, and that is the reserve livery. We'll get to a couple of the other cars out there. That is tabbed, and that is Texaco Racing. So that is the livery of that colour and that team. Brad Tay's out there. That is Cat F1, as in Caterpillar, the earth-moving equipment. And where is... Yeah, that is Rothman's Racing. That is a fetching livery in itself. This is amazing. This is the first time we've seen these bad boys under lights. And Housey, I reckon these look fantastic. I know I've missed one. Where is one I've missed, Housey? Oh, yes, of course, Team Cabri. There is no Cabri out on track at the moment. So, well, there you go. You've got Darkness Abyss 2.5 and Black Moon all in the garage. And, of course, Mr. Macedonian. So, well, we'll get cracking on some laps. Housey, I've lost my train of thought. Whereabouts are we?
Tab's the first one along, mate. He's just opening his lap up in Sector 1. Just coming through Turn 6 down into Turn 7. Early news though, we've lost the Sleeping Assassin already. Yes. He has binned it out of Turn 3 into Turn 4.
Oh, and, the poor bloke,
unfortunately, he's out of this session.
Well,
we need to keep him awake for a little while.
I was just about to say that, mate. This is danger territory, and of course, with that soothing rain falling, mate, I hope he stays awake. And well, the Sleeping Assassin, of course. How's the Russia, was it? Yeah, for all those newcomers out there, fell asleep. And, well, he hates us for bringing that up, but we love you, Bopton, and stay awake there, son. Get some music happening in the background, but, well, interesting thoughts here, mate. My, well, predictions for this race, Housey, well, I'm liking the look of this lad here. He's changed his helmet, mate. He's he's gone the Ayrton Senna way. Well, look, of course, and well, you only can go as good as what the game can give. And I reckon it's the beacon, mate, just to let everyone know that he's coming. And, well, there you go. That is tabbed. And, well, he's put his hand up, mate. He's making a bit of a charge here, Housey, of course. Early doors in this championship, mate. Round 5 of 24. And, well, if you notice that calendar there, folks, it was, well, it's a randomised calendar, the full calendar this season. And we will have a bit of a break next season. There's a week off. But there you go. Tab gets us underway with a 156.0, mate. Or basically a 156.1. And that is the account opened right up.
Chasey next, going to be followed by his teammate. I think it's Bozza. It is. Chasey and Bozza then. Chasey does a 201.6. Bozza does a 157.1. And I'll tell you what, my money's on Bozza today.
Well, there you go. There you go. I mean, he's starting to, well, I mean,
consistent.
Well, I mean, the boys are starting to fire up now, mate. After that bit of a break, of course, in between seasons, it doesn't take much. And, of course, this is season 2, and the boys have really got their eye now. And, well, if the last few races are anything to go by, mate, I mean, where are we? In for an absolute rip snorting here, folks. But, well, there you go. Haven't had any info on what this weather is doing, Housey. And,
full wet quali. We got full wet quali, yeah, but nobody said anything about the race.
No one said nothing about the race, mate. And, yeah, there you go. Mr. Fury Strat, P3 at the moment, and 157.8. I've had missed a few laps. Where is Beansy, of course? He's our championship leader, and, well, he'll have to go again there, Housey. Brad Tay in the pit lane. TJS about to get his first lap here on debut. This fella, 158.2, P4 for now. Not too shabby, mate, to open up his account here at Formula 4. Got Rip the Beans. Well, this fella here is our championship leader, doing a phenomenal job. There are some Cadbury cars out on track, and that is Macedonian. And, well, there he is there. Excuse me, Darkness Abyss as well. And there he is there, folks. That is the livery. That is the Cadbury Racing livery. And, well, that is another one we were looking forward to seeing under light. And, well, Droftas, there he is. And Droftas is there. And, well, welcome, mate. How are you? And, of course, the European concept is exactly the same. Just European drivers, obviously. And you can catch those fellows at 7 a.m. Australian time. Of course, Tuesday, but 8 p.m. GMT Monday. So we will be there, Housey. We will be there, and looking forward to all the racing as always. Sorry, mate.
Volt's just gone quicker on a second lap. So out there with some fuel in it, I guess, for Volts, and just running it round. Bit of tail happy coming out of turn 2, but just getting the eye in. So just a 7 to set. Oh, hang on, who's that? Someone's just crashed. 2 seconds. It's an Old Spice. Figure out who it is.
Well, hang on a minute. Fiery Barbarian. Fiery Barbarian. Is he retired in the pit lane? What's going on there, mate? We've lost Fiery Barbarian.
We have lost Fiery Barbarian. I haven't seen it on track.
Oh, there you go. Beansy brushes the wall. And I tell you what, it's not Singapore if you don't give him a bit of a kiss every now and then. But here he goes with a 156.0. There you go. Our championship leader says, there you go, fellas. He was a bit worried about this one, Housey, but it's good old Beansy fashion. Good old Beansy fashion. Well, he was having a bit of a chat in the Discord saying it wasn't favourable. So, well, and Blue Dog was praying for rain. So, Blue Dog, you got exactly what you wanted there, my friend. And Fiery Barbarian, just in the chat there, Housey, saying you binned it on the last turn. And, well, unfortunate there, mate. So, well, we'll see you in the race. Of course, it is long. It is Singapore. Anything can happen, mate. And just keep her going. And, well, I don't have to tell you, mate. You know what to do. The only one out there on a lap who hasn't set a lap is Smakinder, of course. And he's got no nose, Housey. He's got no nose, and he's gone deep. And, well, there you go. That is the car. That is the car.
Luckily, he kept his wheels on the wagon. It was out of turn 5, so just before the first kind of straight. Just on the power a bit quickly. Lost the rear, but
sorry,
keep the wheel.
Sorry, mate. I was just having a bit of a giggle because we are currently watching Mr. Banana Bender. Now, if you're fans of ours or if you're regulars, you're thinking, who the hell is that? Well, I'll tell you what, folks. That is old boy, and well, We were calling him the banana bender. He's changed his PSN and all. And yeah, that is him, folks. And well, Mr. Oh, when he's brushed the wall and he's lost his end plate. And yeah, there you go, Housey. Unfortunate from that lad. Well, there's plenty of time anyway, mate. 8 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this session. Oh, Suicide 5 is in the chat, of course. An Old Spice racer. And well, there he is, mate. He's well, he's unfortunately missing this one. He's got a few prior commitments to take care of. He'll be in the chat, of course, showing his support. But there he is there, folks. Brad Tay out there on a lap as well, Housey. Who is furthest along? I think
TJS.
Is he going again, is he?
I don't, well, he's, look, I think he is.
Yeah, he definitely is, mate. He certainly is. And let's just see how he fares. This is quicker. He's a quicker. Oh, 157.3, not quicker. So there you go, mate.
He did go a little bit quicker, just didn't move in position.
Yeah.
In Macedonia and
that must be the old eyes, mate. Playing tricks on me early doors.
Macedonian, not bad lap from Macedonian. We're waiting for him to fire up, aren't we, Macedonian?
Yeah, we certainly are. I mean,
currently 12th in the championship on 35 points. Not at his best of starts compared to what we know he's capable of. Obviously, P2 in the championship last year. Started to find form in the last few, though. He's had a 6th and 10th the last 2 weeks, so just starting to fire up. So it'll be interesting to watch his progress today. Never made a Q3 either, which I found quite amazing for Macedonia.
Exactly right, mate. Exactly right. And, of course, he came second in the championship last season. And probably to his own admission there, mate, he's hasn't really fired up in the quali. But as you said, mate, in the race, he's, well, bet on him that he'll be there and thereabouts, of course. And, well, not to put any pressure on the ladder, to apologise, Matzo. Yes, just don't listen to me anyway. You shouldn't be listening to me while you're driving. But, well, we've got the Optic Sav. I think that's how you say it. He's Johnny M4's cousin. And, well, there you go. He's got some family support, Johnny. Good on him. And, yeah, Johnny M4, great lad. And, yeah, well, I've had the pleasure of being, well, having grids with him for quite a few seasons. Great guy. And, well, he's out on track. He's invalidated his lap. Brad Tay, Cat F1 with a 1 minute 58.2 there, Housey. P10 for now. And Smakinda. Oh, Inters. Interesting.
Really?
Interesting, Housey. Interesting. Oh, Johnny, come on, mate. There's plenty of time, brother. Plenty of time. Just take her easy. Get back there. And whether you want to go the Inter or not, that Smakinda will be a good reference for the rest of the for the rest of the group, of course, here, mate. And let's just have a bit of a look-see to see what he's doing out there, mate. To see if there is any grip. And well, not bad. Look. It might be into time, mate. It might be into time. So, well, Smakinda out there on track, as you can see there, folks. And, well, it certainly looks almost crossover, Housey.
Yeah, it does look slightly less rain on the onboard, so could be a good call. A lot of the guys just coming in the box at the moment, so maybe have spotted that or are listening to us and have heard that. Chazy's going a bit quicker. He's a second and a half up here on his current time. Obviously only done a 2:01 so far, so Chazy should improve here.
Hey.
It does improve on time, it doesn't improve in position.
That's right.
Let's see what the other boys we've got.
Johnny M4, I mean, he's pushing. I mean, I think it's crossover time here, Housey. I mean, like I said, Smakinda's going to be a really good gauge, but he's got grip, mate. He's got grip and he can put the power down, so it is probably that time, my friend. Yeah, it's certain. Look at that. It's definitely into time, man. And well, it's going to be interesting. The boys who are out on track are going to benefit. Of course, they're very, very lucky. It's 4.5 minutes remaining in this session. And if I tell you what, Housey, it's an interesting session. A bit of a mixed bag. It's starting to stop raining. It's slowing up very rapidly. And well, there you go. So anyone out there on the wet is on the wrong tyre. On the full wet is on the wrong tyre. Yeah,
I think generally everyone, I don't think there's anyone really out there on the wet. Obviously Chazy and that, but they're just on their way in.
Yeah, they're on their way in, yeah.
So let's keep an eye on Smakinda's lap then. So Smakinda, currently in 5th in the championship, 47 points. He's the highest pot 1 in the table. He's gained 9 places last week to finish P6. He's gained the most places in total for all the drivers, to be honest with you. He's 24 places he's gained over the 4 rounds, so doing a good job is McKinder. Going to be the first one here then on these inters, and as you said, he looks like he's got plenty of grip, so...
Well, I think he's sort of ruining the early door DNF there, Housey. I mean, it's a marathon more than a sprint. I know how hungry he is. He's a great guy, and well, he's a quality racer. He's just got to cool his jets, and it'll all come to him, I reckon, mate. Of course, look, he's got some speed. We all know his quality, and he's sort of, you can almost see he's been pushing himself to play catch up, and just the slight mistake every now and then creeping into his game, and he's fixing that up. Of course, he's the positions gained is the story, and that explains it perfectly, mate.
Yep, so just coming to the end of his lap in his third sector, just through turn 19 and 20, 21 and 22 now. Let's see what he's got then. Can he go faster than Tab's 155.452?
There you go. He certainly can.
By a mile.
Wow.
So there you go. Proof's in the pudding. Inters is definitely 100% the tyre.
Who's on an Inter on a lap? Well, it'll be Blue Dog. And, well, he's furthest along on an Inter on a lap. And he's the man that we'll be watching here. He's got a bit of traffic in front of him, to be honest with you, mate. And, well, it should get out of his way, on this straight. And, well, they're pretty good here. The boys are very well track aware. And that is, I believe, Darkness Abyss. And in front there. So I'm sure he'll be aware. Blue Dog purpling the second sector, Housey. And, oh, no, I hope that hasn't invalidated him. I'm pretty sure it hasn't. He's green. And, well, the game's been very forgiving, Housey. Very forgiving. And, well, how long till the race starts? Well.
Got another 15, 20, it's probably at least half an hour.
Yeah, about that, mate. About that. So, well, there you go. Yeah, come join us again, mate. If you've got to do what you got to do, yeah, make sure you come join us. And, well, Johnny M4 still in the pit lane. And you want to get a move on here, Housey, of course. Anyone in the pit lane, it's only a minute and a half remaining. And, well, Blue Dog crosses the line. And he sets a 1 minute 56.2. And puts himself P5 for now, mate. Of course, the session is, well and truly on the end. But it's about to fire up. Bossa, 150, must have been invalid. It wasn't registered. Stays P10. He'll have to have another crack. We've got Darkness Abyss. Excuse me, mate.
Beans just crossing the line now. Beans goes top then, 52.5 for Beans.
There you go. Yeah.
Another solid performance. Again, another one to watch today, regardless of what he might say. He's been right up there the whole season, obviously. We'll have a little bit more of a chat about him later. Maybe he's on the screen. We'll just pick up the next. Fury's going to be the next one, I believe. His teammate. What can Fury do? He puts himself up to P3, a 53.1. Volts goes quicker than a 52.3.
Yeah, the track, it's ramping up, mate. And of course, as we know, with a drying track, with especially either any wet condition, whether it be a full wet condition or an intermediate condition, the more fuel you have in there, the more you run around, the better it is. And yeah, it's just the way it is, and you just get your eye in a bit better, you get more confidence where the grip is, the car gets lighter, and you can throw it around a bit more, and you just have that confidence to set good qualifying laps. And, well, as this session ticks down, these boys are ramping up. No one wants to be in that drop zone, Housey. I mean, it's going to be Bopton and Fiery regardless. Black Moon is out there, P18, Housey, and, well, he hasn't set a time yet, and he's just got to beat Chazy's time of a 159.477. And, well, I'm sure he will do that.
Chazy, so TJS still out there on the wets here. Just unfortunately getting in Chazy's, well, not getting in Chazy's way, doing his thing. He wasn't intentionally getting in his way, but Chazy out on the inters. Much more speed than TJS on those wets.
Well, I mean,
so they're going to fly in here.
To be honest with you, Housey, the boys out there on laps can just hit the brakes, mate. That's it. The bottom five are done. Chazy Dane, Bopton, Fiery Barbarian, Johnny M4 didn't even get to that line, mate. Left a bit late there, Housey. Mr. Banana Bender himself. And don't know what happened there, Housey, but did not get a lap in.
No, unfortunate for the lads. Maybe it's part of the strategy, who knows?
Yeah, I don't know, mate. I got no idea, but there you go. Very, very interesting session. And let's just see how Q2 fares, of course. Waiting for that Q2, that time remaining session to count right down. And, well, away we go. Brad Tay just pulling over, getting out of the way. Boys are still setting laps here, Housey. Might as well pick on the action. I didn't think they would, but there you go. Macedonian's going to go. He's going to set another one here. And he's about to cross the line now. 153.2 and puts himself P7. That's a bit better from the Masso man. That's what we like to see. And he might have got his mojo back a little bit, this lad. And let's not forget, look at his helmet. He's all colour-coded, is the Masso man. Loving his stuff. We've got Kaio Tonic out there on track as well. Still on a lap. And where is 2-5? Brad Tay
hasn't taken a flag yet, but he's going to box it here anyway.
Yeah, Brad Tay pulled over on that sort of, on the back straight there, Housey, and was letting cars by on that previous lap.
If Chasy's on a lap and it lets him have this.
The checkered, on my screen, Chasy's got the checkered flag for across
the screen.
But
it still looked like he was 100% pushing it. It didn't look like it was AI driving. Tabbed, gone faster as well. So it might.
So it's just...
I've got the zeros on my screen.
I got zeros on my screen. I've got a time remaining of 30, 28, 27, mate. This is, well, you need fillers here, don't you, mate? We might as well just flick up some championship tables while this is going on. Oh,
here we go.
They hear it. Always the bloody way. I should have led with that. And there you go. Finally got some action, folks. So tapped. Tabbed, mate. P1. The Taco man himself. And, well, that's anything to go by. That's a cracking time. Rip the Beans P2 and Volty Boy P3. Fury Strat P4 and 2-5 P5. Regular top 5 there in a Q1 there, Housey. Lost Chasey Dane, Bopton and Fiery Barbarian, Johnny M4 and the Banana Bender. Don't know what happened to him. He might pop his head in the chat. I'm not too sure. But that is very unusual. I'm not too sure. He was out there on track there, House. He did get a bit of front wing damage, but he never came back out. So not too sure what happened there to him. So he's still in the session. Everything's all cool there. Just waiting for this to count down and get this Q2 underway, mate.
Yeah, we'll see what the weather's like. See whether it's improved at all or whether it stays the same. You never know with this one. We can go from wet to dry quite easily. So, but obviously we had the chat saying it's going to be full wet quality, so I'd imagine it's going to be much of the same. I think it'll be inters.
Yeah, it looks like an intersession. It does look like an intersession, mate. It certainly does.
Yeah, still looks like an inter. So,
well, it's progressed. It has progressed. Of course, yes, Q1, as we're all well aware, it was a full wet. And, Q2, inter for sure.
We'll wait and see who's going to be the first one to hit the track. Still waiting for the movement.
You know, that's, well, I mean, if you're in the server and you see Darkness Abyss with the medium selected, I mean, add tabbed, of course. Well, I mean, you just shake your head.
Just funny bunch this time, isn't it?
Well, characters at heart, aren't they?
Yeah, well.
Kids, you see. Kids. I don't know.
So here we go, then they're all piling out, or there's a few piling out. It's going to be TJS out on the track first.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Housey, this is it.
Yep.
This is the time, mate. You know, all debutants get the lap. I mean, he might get a couple, actually, because, well, Bozza's first out, to be fair, but I'm going to give him a lap. I apologise, Bozza. Bozza, you're a regular. You guys give you laps all the time. TJS has got to get a bit of love, mate. Bit of love. And, well, it's his first race here. He's excited. And we're excited to have him, to see what he can do. And he was excited that he could put some sponsors on the car, mate. He had his own creative choice there. And, yeah, that is the reserve livery, boys and girls. That is what it looks like. That is TJS. And Q2, here we come, mate. Crazy Kiwi, same thing. Selected the medium. And hang on a minute, mate. Does it look like it's stopped raining?
It has stopped raining, yep.
Wow.
On board with TJS. So, maybe the boys knew that. Oh. Just to be a matter of waiting, this is going to be another one then where you want to be on the track at the very, very end. You want to be the almost last car over the line. Not necessarily for the tyre wear, but for the lap time, you do. Kaiser in the chat, morning, yeah. Hello, Kaiser.
How are you,
Nice to have
Kaiser?
buddy.
Good to see you, mate. And of course, a European driver, Housey. And as we did touch on, GMT, 8 p.m. Monday. And about 10 hours after we finish this one up, mate. And we're looking forward to seeing how both divisions have a crack. I mean, both championships are really heating up here, mate. And it's good to see. I mean, everyone's starting to hit their straps a little bit here, Housey, and well, looking forward to a lot more to come. And there's some cracking races to come, of course. At the end of when this race is over, of course, we have a bit of a rolling screen. The calendar's up there, of course, and well, there's some unbelievable tracks coming up, and a bit randomised our calendar, a bit different how we do it. And well, TJS is going to be out there. He's going to set a lap here, Housey. Of course, it is a drying track. The rain has stopped. The inters are out. And he may give us a lap here, mate. Of course, there's 12 minutes remaining. Plenty of time, but let's not forget, she's a long lap. She's a long lap, so...
I think it's Kyotonic behind him is invalidated. Then it was Fury. So Fury going to go for 1-2. Obviously, good to get a banker in, but if it's dry enough, I mean... Looking at Fury at the moment.
Yeah, but look at sector 2. Yeah, look at sector 2, mate.
Oh, there's DRS though. DRS is enabled, so there's your sign.
Yeah, well, I mean,
that means it's dry, pretty much.
There was a bit of spray there, mate. We're watching. I mean, there are sections where it's still. I mean, if you're going off realism, I mean that's well, some sections are wet, but it's definitely drying out. You are right, but of course, those first laps on a slick. Just tread carefully, of course. Just exploratory laps, Housey. And just put probably a tad extra fuel in them, what you normally would. And just make sure you're there and thereabouts and ready to pull that trigger when needed. So, of course, TJS, as we did touch on, he is out there on track, about to set a lap here, Housey. Whether he does or not too sure. We'll see when he gets closer to this pit lane. But the debutant gets the lap. I did warn him. He was all good for it. And, well, there you go. Welcome to Formula 4 Racing, my friend. And, well, he's, yeah, they're in reserve capacity.
Just having a look at Tabs, because Tab's on a lap as well. But it's got a lot of understeer in that car. Whether that's the tyres and the conditions. He's just invalidated as well.
And a 154.2 on that Inter. She's done. The boys are starting to come out on the slick, and Blue Dog out there on an outlap on the soft compound, Housey. And, well, hang on a minute. 2.5 is that right? Did he jump out there on an outlap? He's on an outlap on the Inter. Not too sure what happened there, mate, but we're going to stay with Blue Dog because he's on the slick, and this will be interesting to see where the grip is. Blue Dog will be having he's a wily old fox, is Blue Dog, and he'll be, well, sussing out what the grip is doing. And, well, let's just have a look there, and there's no spray, Housey, and she looks dry enough, mate. Well, definitely dry enough, mate. She's dry. Dried up very quick here at Singapore, mate, and yeah, it's slick time.
Yep, so we're on board with Blue Dog. Currently P10 in the championship on 36 points. He was finished P11 last week in the race. Gained 20 places overall, lost none, so he's only gone forward in the races, so good effort by Blue Dog. Best finish of a 4th, best quality of 13th. He's got a driver of the day to his name as well, so he has just started to pick up the last few weeks.
He certainly has. How's he? Sorry, mate. As he certainly has. You're spot on. But we're just noticing on screen there, mate, there are sections of this track where it's still wet. And there's more dry than wet, don't get me wrong, but you still have sections of this track that is wet. And we just saw Blue Dog, even though he was treading very cautiously there, and the back end stepped out a little bit. He wasn't under that was wet. And I'm sure all the viewers at home saw that. So I wonder if the drivers did too, and it's only that section. So, Blue Dog going in the pit lane. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So, yeah, plenty of time, Housey. Plenty of time, but there's Tab. Let's just see how Tab goes. 2.5. Is he further? No, he's behind him, of course, but yeah, no.
He was furthest, but he's not on a good
Tab's
lap.
not using ERS, so he's not on a lap either. So, well, I mean, I think they're sort of all, it's there and there. Yeah, it is a little bit, mate. There and thereabouts. Yeah, Tab's just flicking the back end around, and well, there you go. So, boys are leaving the session. Not too sure what's going on here, mate. Oh, be careful there, Tab. That's the last thing you want. And, yeah, that is it. 2.5, the only one out there on track. So, Wow,
Yeah,
what's going on, Housey?
we'll see what 2.5 does. I mean, having a good solid start as 2.5. He's in P4 of the championship on 51 points. He's the highest Cadbury's in the table. He was the best Cadbury's finisher last week with a 5th place. Best result so far for 2.5 has been a 2nd in Netherlands. One of only 2 drivers to have been in Q3 every single round. The other one, want to guess at it?
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, no.
No, he doesn't want to guess. Okay, the other one's Bozza.
Oh, bother!
I should have given you that information before we
Oh,
started.
mate, give me some heads up, mate. Jesus Christ. Put me on the spot like
There
that,
you go.
you mongrel.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's throwing your co-commentator under the bus in its full glory for you.
How good are you? I'm joking, mate.
It's all right, you'll get me back later.
100% you can count on that one. But it's all good fun, as you know. And Kyotonic, he's out there on track, mate. He's the furthest one out there on track. And, well, debutant himself in TJS is behind him. But we're going to stick with Kyo. This is Texaco Racing. And I'll tell you what, mate. This is what we wanted to see. We wanted to see this bad boy under lights, mate. And have a look at it. It's not too bad at all. That's a sleeper, isn't it? In the daytime, it's it's still good. But under lights, man.
That red's really popping under lights. The metallicness of the
Kyo. Be careful, my friend.
Really good. Really good. So let's find Kyotonics here. Let me turn the Bible over. Hang on a minute. Let's try something. Well, something a bit different.
I love it, mate, in the background. We can hear that Bible turning, and it is fantastic. Fantastic.
Kyo, then. Kyo dropped to 15th in the table this week. He's only on 15 points. Best finish of a 6th. Best qualifying of 12th. Gained 8 places overall, lost none. So he's doing all right in the races in terms of going forward. So, but just needs to probably pick up the positions that he actually finishes. But obviously, I think he's had a few off-track issues as of late. So just probably getting his eye back in. He's looking good here, though. On this outlap.
It's an outlap, but the car looked pretty bolted. He looked pretty bolted when he started testing the car a little bit there. And well, it's anyone that goes out on and into now is crazy. It is slick weather time or slick track conditions. And well, there you go. Kyotonic is going to give us a register here. TJS set that time on a Inter, of course. He's currently out there on track behind Kyotonic. So Kyotonic will be the gauge, and there you go. He's got a purple every sector here, how's he? Junior's in the chat. And welcome, Junior, of course. He's another European lad. And, well, there you go. The boys are supporting the boys. That's what we like to see there, Howsey.
Blue Dog's made a mistake down into turn 13. He's got no wing, so he's going to need to go again. This could be close for Blue Dog. He's got to get round the remaining sector, get a wing, and get back out there.
Yeah, he should have time. He should have time. There's 4.5 minutes, Housey. He should have time, and well, he's cutting it a bit fine. You spot on. He's cutting it a bit fine, but he's got time. Oh, Kyotonic out there, and all that's a forgiving corner these days. And well, there you go. Most of the guys are sort of treading very cautiously on those track limits, and well, the game's sort of being a bit forgiving this season. How's he? I don't know what's going on there on my screen. They're going a tad wide a little bit. But game being a little... Oh, Blue Dog. Oh, I think he may have been asleep. What's going on? He just... What?
Kyo goes quickest, 37.2. They're miles apart from the Inters time. It's going to be TJS next. I didn't see what's going on with Blue. Skate will update us in a minute, perhaps. Well, TJS then goes P2, a 38.2. So I think that's all that was on a flyer at this point in time. I don't think there's anybody else. Oh no, Beans is on a lap.
Yeah, Beans and 2.5 are on a lap. So they're going to start to come in thick and fast. And
okay.
Yeah.
Bolts can't get back in for some reason.
Yeah, don't know what's going on there, mate. Don't know what's going on there at all. I don't know, mate. Well, might have to do a lobby restart at the end of this one. Well, there you go. Droftas is on it, and restart your game there, mate. You can all see. I don't know how to stop those notifications, and it's a pain because I mute absolutely everything there, Housey. There you go. So we've got Rip the Beans out there on track. Purpling sectors here, mate. Sector 2, absolute cracker of a time there. And, well, let's just see how he fares. He's our championship leader there, Housey. And, well, I reckon he's pretty handy around this bad boy. Let's just see how he goes, of course. He's on the medium. And let's not forget the Q2 strategic session. And, well, whatever they set the fastest time on that tyre is the tyre they start the race on. I mucked that one up, but you catch my drift. And, well, Beansy sets at 137.2. P1, well, there you go. P1 Kyotonic. Well, 1,000. Just behind Rip the Beans, of course. On the soft, 2.5 is out there on track as well. There are a couple of boys going around. Smakinder's there as well. Black Moon, he is in, well, Sector 3. Who is next, Housey?
Sorry, I was just trying to send a invite. It's 2.5, sorry. It's just gone third with a 37.5. I was just trying to get Voltsy back in the background.
I tell you what, it'd be so much better if you didn't have to flick through that with the PlayStation. I mean, you just assign a keyboard or keys or anything. I just haven't got that option. But there you go. So I just got to flick through. Otherwise, I've got to bring up that menu. And I apologise, folks. I was a bit over there, all over the joint there. And, well, hang on a minute. It won't let me have to do after quality. Yep. Yeah, of course, mate. Yep, no problem. We'll see how you go. I'll give you another crack, mate, towards, well, the start of Q3 to keep trying to get you in. This session is ending, and it's ending fast, Housey. It's come up quick on us, and we do apologise, folks. But Crazy Kiwi goes, and a 138.8, P7 for now. Smakinder's out there on track. Bozza is next, and let's just see how Bozza goes. At 137.0, not bad from the Boz man, and Smakinder is just after him, mate. A 136.9, they're coming in now. Macedonian is out there on track. Darkness Abyss is out there on track. And Blue Dog, of course, he's going to make it out there on an outlap.
Lost Bradtay. Bradtay's grayed out. I don't know whether we lost him on track or not. Beans goes second, then a 36.3. Another cat just in the last section. It's Fury. He's 10 seconds up on his time. Don't get to say that many times.
You don't, do you?
Seconds up.
You don't, do you? But, well, you take it when you got it, and there you go. Mr. Fury Strat, P6 with a 1 minute 37.3. Darkness Abyss is out there as well, mate. Let's just see how he's going.
On the bottom here.
Yeah, we certainly will, mate. We certainly will.
Furthest, is it? Yeah, because obviously Volts isn't in the session, so it is Darkness. Where's Kiwi? Kiwi's behind him, so it's Darkness, then it'll be Kiwi, mate.
No problem, mate.
Let's see what the boys can do here. Obviously in the drop zone currently at the moment. Kiwi, Bradtay is going to be out. Don't know what happened to him. Darkness, Volts, Blue Dog. Obviously, Volts is going to be out as well, unfortunately.
Yeah, we'll have another crack at trying to get him back in at the beginning of Q3, as I said, mate. But after that, if he can't get back in, we might just do a lobby restart with the same weather what they do quality in, what the race was going to be. But there you go, Darkness Abyss with a 137.5. P9, that's his session done, mate. And, well, he's right on the cusp there, Housey.
Kiwi can't do it. So it's going to be... Oh, is TJ still out there?
No, he's slow, mate. He's slow, and Blue Dog's out there as well. And Blue Dog's on a lap here. He's still going, and he just needs to...
he's deep. He was deep into the
He's pushing, mate. The lad is pushing. And there is Volts' stricken car, I do believe, there. Or, mate, no, that is... Who was that?
Just someone getting out of the way.
Was it?
One of the old spicers,
yeah. Not too sure who that was. But Blue Dog, there you go. 141... Yeah, no, Blue Dog. Not too sure what happened on that lap, but TJS is out there as well, Housey. P11 for this lad. And where is 2.5? 2.5 is... Oh, he's
on a lap. He's just under 0.2.
He's got to get it done, mate. He has to get it done. And let's just see how he... Well, I'm not too sure how good he's gone. Haven't kept an eye on him, but there you go. Not by much, but P6. P6, TJS will be next.
TJ's well down. He's well down. He's 11.5 seconds down on the lap.
There you go, yeah. Look at how much... Yeah,
TJ's done.
He's done. And that's it.
So I'd say that's it, to be honest with you. Just got to wait for the timers to tick over.
Yeah, do this again. If it goes too long, I'll put the championship tables up there again, and we'll have a bit of a squiz at them, folks. Plenty of action in the pit lane. The crews are going nuts. And, well... Might as well flick these championship tables over there. How do you have? Give the viewers a bit of a squiz at what's going on in the league.
Yep. we can do. I do have some notes, but trying to do it slightly differently this week. Trying a slightly different approach to statistics this week. Just trying to read some out while we've got them on the screen. Try something a bit different. It's not always as easy to do that. Obviously, trying to get people the airtime. But we'll wait for these times to tick over. I've got 28 seconds on mine. Here we go. We're good.
And we're back.
Let's get these screenshots for the stewards, and just in case we need to do a restart.
Thank you. The drivers are all like, damn. No, I'm joking. Yeah, so there you go. Volts, of course, out of this session. P15. I'll have a crack again, Voltsy, as I did say before, mate. But yeah, TJS out. Crazy Kiwi, Blue Dog, Brad Tay, and Volts. And I'll tell you what, no surprise, these two, Blue Dog and Brad Tay, find each other very, very close together. Joined at the hip, those two. And P13 and 14, respectively.
Yep. Brad Tay is actually it's not next to him in the championship at the moment. Obviously, Brad Tay's missed a few rounds so far. Brad Tay's actually finds himself level on points with Fury with 26 in sort of P14. Dropped 3 spots in the table this week after I did not start last week. Best finish of 7th, best qualifying of 9th. Gained 9, lost 10 overall. So here we go then. Q3 time. It's dry. So we should get a good couple of runs from each driver here on these soft tyres.
Well, Brad Tay's just joined the chat. Shake and bake. Shake and bake.
Shake and bake.
Well, I mean, go get him, mate. Go get him.
Talladega Nights, was that? That was, wasn't it?
Where is he? Just trying to see if just trying to get him in. Might as well at the start of a Q3. Might as well. Do apologise, folks.
Do one as well. See where that.
Yeah, Kaiser, very good point there, mate. Very, very good point, Kaiser. Kaiser, sorry, mate. Yes, no, Rothman's in Q3 here, how's he? And, well, Volts struggled. I don't know what happened to him. He out of the session and tried to get back in, couldn't get back in, and, well, he will start P15. Oh, boy, don't know what happened with him either. Same sort of deal. And, yeah, didn't set a lap. Johnny M4. Don't know what happened with him either, and didn't set a lap. So, yeah, very confusing, mate. And, well, it might be a bit of a lobby restart if they can't get back in. I'm not too sure. They haven't joined the Twitch chat, Housey, to let us know what is going on. But, yeah, Darkness Abyss out there on track. First man to blink, mate. And, well, I'll tell you what, good opportunity to talk about this Adbury livery. And, well, I was looking forward to seeing how this one popped under lights. And, well, it is very shiny, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, it is nice. It looks good. Purple's just a lovely colour anyway, and the gold's really popping under the lights. So Darkness, he's 16th in the table this week on 19 points. He's gained 4 places last week in the race to finish P13. Been in Q3 twice, so this is now the 3rd time for him. He's not lost any places in a race so far as Darkness, so hopefully for him that statistic will carry on for him this week. It's a beautiful car. It is a beautiful car. I'm sorry, but it is. I still can't decide what's my favourite.
Yeah, neither can I.
It really is. It is.
I can't
it
either,
is just
mate.
Beautiful.
But it is a nice car, isn't it? I mean, it is a nice
car. It's what I'd like in the living room. You know what I mean? Really,
in the living room. What?
You're right.
In the living. Oh well, that mate. How's he? What's next? You got to get a tat. Got to get a tat. I'm joking.
Plenty.
Nah, love your commitment, mate. Absolutely sensational. And well, there you go. Darkness Abyss. This lad, I'm liking how he's going about it this season, Howsy. Great opportunity, great segue to talk about him. And, well, I mean, he's done himself all the favours in the world. He wasn't too sure at the
Couple
start of the
DNFs.
season, and well, I mean,
Problem. He's had 2, which has really hurt him. But the races he has finished, he's finished in 10th and 13th. That's the 2 races
well,
he's
it's
finished in, and DNF the
I'm
other 2. But
comparing night and day
solid, isn't he?
from this season and last season, of
Yeah, oh
course,
yeah,
and last season, I mean. This season's so much better. Couldn't be prouder. He's just done a lot of. Well, I can only speak for what he does here, of course. And fantastic job, Darkness. Keep doing what you're doing, my friend. And yeah, doing a stellar job for Team Cadbury. He crosses the line with a 1 minute 36.6. Get himself underway. 2.5 is invalidated. Tab with a 35.4. Is that Smakinder? No, it's not. I
Bozza.
missed it. It was Bozza. I
Bozza,
apologise. I
Bozza.
missed Bozza again. I'm sorry, Boz. I am sorry, mate. 2.5 is invalidated. Did he touch on Beansy?
Macedonian just crossed the line. So is it Beans? No,
They're all invalidated, mate. They're like Smakinder. It will be Smakinder next.
Black Moon. Here we go. Black Moon across the line, 37.4. Sure he can go a bit better than that. Yeah, then we're Smakinder.
36.9 Housier. 36.9. Let's not forget. I mean, Brad Tay's joints, that's good. Rip the Beans with a 136.2, mate. Not too shabby at all. But like I said, there's heaps and heaps and heaps of time remaining in this session, of course. And, well, early doors in a Q3 session is, well, it's still a good lap. Don't get me wrong. It's still a good lap, but you expect the second run to be the quicker one. And that's what you expect, of course, as the track does really rubber in, as the session, as the session does wear on. And yeah, so we're going to see that, of course, with these times trickling down. And, well, I dare say all these boys will go in the pit lane, a bit of a splash and dash, Housey, and have another crack.
I'm not sure if Fury's going for this lap. He's on a lap.
I don't think he is either.
I'm not sure if he's going for it. Obviously.
He's turned his, he's not using ERS now, so he's turned his battery off. So, yeah, he's just going around there, getting his eye, and he's getting ready. He's getting ready for his, well, that final run here in a Q3 session, Housey. She's going to fire up very, very shortly. There's going to be plenty of action in the pit lane, and we're going to have nothing out on track for a good couple of minutes. And, well, there you go, in the pit lane. In the pit lane. In the pit lane, in the pit lane, in the... so how's he, mate? Oh, look, that Bible, that good Bible, mate. Blow that dust off that bad boy and let's get cracking.
All right, well, let's have a talk. Like I said, I kind of sketched things down in a slightly different form, but we'll run through some stuff anyway.
Might as well, mate, might as well. Got a good opportunity.
Give our viewers, last week, so a reminder of last week's performance. Pole position went to a reserve of Sandeezy.
Sorry, one thing. I just looked at the chat. How long's he been there for? The graphics god himself. Holy shit. Sorry. The graphics god. There he is. It wasn't on purpose, my friend. Still love you, Zerx. You're a good guy. I wasn't. I apologise, mate. Welcome, Zerx. Of course, the graphics guy of Formula 4 and one of the admins. Does a stellar job, does Zerx. He's a European driver as well, and you can catch him. We'll be having words later, he reckons. Yes, I'll be saying hello to you properly too. And, well, of course, yes, he's a European driver, Housey. Catch him a bit later on. And, well, there you go. So, Smakinder out there on track here, Housey. Still doing his thing. And he's just invalidated. So, yeah, he's got time to go to the pits. 2.5 out there as well on an out lap. The only one out there on track, really, because Smakinder has invalidated. And, well, there you go. So, take it away, mate. Sorry, buddy.
All right, well, who are you looking at on screen? Doesn't matter. All right. Okay, well, we'll go with 2.5 first, and we'll have a little chat about 2.5. No, we've already done 2.5, haven't we? Sorry, 2.5. We had a little bit of chat earlier. So let me go back to what I was doing. I lost my train of thought. Last week, I was updating you on last week. So pole position went to Sandeezy, a reserve driver last week. P1 in the race went to Tabbed. P2 to Beans. P3 to Bozza. Fastest lap was also a reserve driver of Harass last week. Driver of the day went to Beans. So while we end on Beans there, we might as well have a bit of an update on Beans. Beans sits P1 in the table. He's been there all season, sits on 79 points. He's the highest Pot 2 driver and highest cat driver. Also, last week's race, he was the highest, hot 2 in the cap as well. Also took most places gained last week, did Beansy with 12. So poor qualifying last week, but good race for Beansy. Took driver of the day as well. So good solid start for Beans. He's doing a pretty good job. We'll move on to Bozza, who's P2 in the championship. He's P2 for the second weekend in running. He just sits on 61 points. He's the highest Old Spice driver in the table. Highest Old Spice finisher last week in P3. And driver with the most podiums so far out of everybody. Total of 4 podiums for Bozza. So as, hang on a minute, let me just check back on the chat. I crossed you. Crossed you saying in the chat, he's such a good driver, so consistent. Well, that backs up that as well with his 4 podiums. But unfortunately, he has lost the most places, which is very bizarre. He's in P2 in the championship, really consistent. Yeah, he's the guy that's lost the most places so far, with 11 overall. But that's Bozza. Cut me off any time you need to.
Nah, mate, you're right. You're right.
So let's have a word about Chasey then, because we've done some Kinder. Chasey, he's dropped 1 place this week in the table from 5th to 6th. He sits on 43 points. He's the highest Pot 4 driver. He had a poor quali last week at 20th. Gained 4 places in the race to finish P16th. His best finish has been an 8th and his best quali of a 10th. So we'll move on to the guy that we're struggling to get back in the session, Volts. He's dropped from 4th to 7th in the table this week after missing last week's race in France. He's the highest Rothmans in the table though. Best finish is obviously a 1st. Worst finish is a 2nd. Best qualifying 2nd. So when Volts gets hit, he's here and he's on it. He's got some very, very, very good form, does Volts. We can move on to Black Moon next then. He stayed in 9th this week. He's on 38 points. Good qualifying last week, but unfortunately dropped 6 places in the race to finish P16. Gained a total of 15 places and lost 6 overall over the 4 rounds. He's had a best finish of 10th, best qualifying of 9th. Have we got any laps coming in?
2.5 just set a lap. He did a 1:36.3, and he's got plenty of time to go again. This is it. If he goes again, this is it. Boz is out there as well there, mate. Rip the Beans, of course, and Beansy purpling that first sector. 2.5 purpled that second sector, Housey, and he was on for a cracking lap. He just lost a bit of time in that third sector. We've got TJS in the... yeah, he certainly is there, mate. And, well, Tabbed is fired up for this one. It's one of his favourites, and looking forward to seeing how he fares. And, well, let's just pray it's a dry race. We'll just see how that goes on. But, yeah, Rip the Beans out there on a lap.
Yeah.
Who is next? He is the next one, though, isn't he? He's the next one, isn't he?
To be fair, we need to know if it was going to be a dry race, because if we do have to do a lobby restart, we need to set the conditions. So if any of the drivers are in the chat that are out of the session, can you give us an update on what the race was going to be, please? Hello in the chat to miss you. So yeah, Bozza is the first one, if that's what he was asking me. Smakinder's just crashed, has he? Smakinder's just greyed out.
Yes, he certainly has for me as well, mate. Not too sure what's happened with Smakinder, of course, but Rip the Beans about to set a time here, mate. 1:35.7 from Beansy. Oh, Beansy, giving it all he's got. Giving it all he's got. Who is next? Darkness Abyss. 1:36.6.
2.5, isn't it?
Oi.
After that,
2.5's down on his time. He's 1 second down on his
Okay.
time. Yeah, he certainly is.
It's going to be Tab then. Tab.
Is he going to make the line? He's going to make the line. Oh, it's done. No, he must have just missed it. He cannot go again. That is him done. Tabbed will be next, as you did say there, mate. And yes, there he is, Tabbed. And he's gone a little bit deep. He's singing it. 1:35.3 from the young fella. Whack! Beansy is invalidated.
Black Moon did a 36.7 there, puts himself in a P7. So Fury's going to be the next one.
Fury has
Just
purpled.
purple
He certainly has, mate. And, well, Fury looking for a good starting grid spot here. And as Housey did say, we will do a bit of a lobby restart. We do apologise for that, folks. But we are having some lobby issues with a couple of the drivers. Get them back in and we'll go again. But, yes, we'll get to the end of this session here, Housey. Fury's out there. Hasn't set a time yet. He's left it very, very late. And, well, let's just see what he does. It's a 35.9 P3. 36.7 P9. And Kyotonic has invalidated. So, there you go. That's it. That's done.
Is that it?
That's done. Yeah. Absolutely done.
Wow. Okay. So, best qualifying for Macedonian so far. In a 9th. That's the first time he's been in a Q3 session. So, Improvement from Asso.
Well, he might have hurt us there, mate. I know he doesn't like the way it's been going.
Wow.
I know he didn't like the way it was been going. And, well, he's just answered the call a little bit there. First time in a Q3 this session. That's so weird to say that for the P2 man in the championship. But, well done, Masso. Good on you for sticking at it, mate. Bozza is there, and, Bozza just getting out of the way. He's just cruising. And, well, he's doing a very wise decision, putting that one in the pit lane, mate. Saving a little bit of tyre, of course. And, well, there you go. Get in tabbed is Ramsell, of course, get in tabbed. This is one of his favourites. And, yes, pole position for the young fella. Changed his helmet, the beacon. Well, there you go. Well, how's he? You'd love this, mate, of course. Yes, for the late, great Senna. And that's what he's done. That's what he's done. The young fella's fired up. And, well, as I did say, mate, the boys are starting to put their hands up a little bit here in the Aussie division. It's starting to heat up. A little bit of a charge from a couple of them. It's really good to see. And, yeah, can't wait, mate. This season's going to be a belter. We're going to do a bit of a lobby reset to get the rest of these drivers in, folks. We'll go through these timing screens first, but we'll be back with you. Won't take long. Just please bear with us. We do apologise. It's a beautiful Codemasters thing.
Yeah, not the first time. It won't be the last.
Okay, so there you go. Tabbed on pole position. What a lap. 135.3 from the young lad. Did what he had to do. Beansy, our champ leader. There you go. 35.7, and that's a distance. That's a distance, and I don't know if Beansy's a little bit worried about that. Kyotonic, good showing from him. P10, though, Macedonian, which he did touch on, his best qualifying results. So, well, there you go, mate. That is the top 10. You got those screenshots there, Housey, so we get that order?
Yeah, should do.
We'll just get into the lobby first, so we'll just take a screenshot of that grid, and yeah, we'll get this one reset, folks.
Yeah, I think I have, to be honest with you.
Well, we're back. Thanks for sticking around there, folks. We do appreciate that. Absolutely awesome. And Zerx, mate, of course, yes, this stream is so... Xerxes, you're brilliant. You're brilliant. Of course, dry session for these lads. The first lobby was going to be that way, so kept it that way. And, well, here we are, how's I? And just waiting for the boys to load in. Now, of course, Tabbed showed his hand. We've done the grid the same. The boys have got the screenshots. We've got the screenshots. They've been instructed. Select the same tyres. Well, the top 10 have anyway. Of course, the bottom 10 is free choice, as we all do know. Yeah, well, going to be a long one here, Housey. It's going to be an interesting race. I'm looking forward to it and seeing what these boys can do. The first night race, here we come. And, well, loading in as we speak, mate.
Yep, just waiting for the boys. Obviously, they need to get their setups back in.
Yes,
just
that's what they're doing.
Pick their race strategy.
Everyone was reminded. Everyone was reminded.
Just take the boys a couple of minutes. So, I tell you what, we could run through the order quickly while we're waiting for these boys.
Go for it, mate.
Unless you want to do it on the outlet, but
might as well do it now. I mean, there you go. We've got the starting. Depends on how quick.
Let's do it now.
You go do it now. Might as well. Bloody hell.
Tabbed then. So Tab takes pole. It's going to be Tabbed. Beans is going to go in second. Fury, his teammate, is going to go in third. So two cats, second and third. Bozza will go from fourth. Then it's the first of the Cadburys in 2-5, followed by Smikinda. Then we've got 7th, 8th, and 9th is the rest of the Cadburys boys. So it's Darkness in 7th, Black Moon in 8th, Masso in 9th, Kyo Tonic for Texaco's in 10th. Our reserve driver of TJS is going to start 11th. Free choice of tyres, obviously, so nice position for him. Crazy Kiwi in the Rothmans is going to go from 12th. We've then got Cats in Blue Dog and Brad Tay, 13th and 14th. Volts in the Rothmans is going to go from 15th. Chasey in the Old Spice will go from 16th. Bopton will go from 17th. Fiery Barbarian in the other reserve will start P18. And then we've got Johnny M4 and the Banana Bender himself, P19 and P20 respectively. That's your starting grid.
There we go, mate. Absolutely spot on. And, well, just flicking through these cars as, well, let's just actually, might as well bring these tyres up to see what they're all on at home.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
let's have a bit of a squeeze. I didn't even do that straight off the bat. I should have done it straight off the bat. What am I doing here?
So I make it. Well, Tab's got hards on. And I'm definitely sure he did not set a time in Q2 with the hards on. Beans has got mediums on, he had the mediums on. McKinder's has got the mediums on, he had the mediums on. Bozza, medium, yeah. Kyotonic should be on soft.
Oh, there you go. Kyotonic as well there, Xerxes.
Where is he?
He's in
Kyotonic? 10th.
10th.
Okay. Well, I've got him on my screenshot as being on soft. 2.5 and Fury on the mediums. Are they both on the mediums? 2.5, yes. Fury, yes. Masso, soft.
Restart. Do we give him that option or no? It's their point, mate. No way. No way. They knew the message went out. The message went out. Yes. Okay. Yeah. No way. Yeah. No way. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Zerx. Yeah. Sweet. Sweet. Yeah. If they pit after the first lap, they're good. If they do not, they will be disqualified. Full stop. For sure. Not here, not like that. You can't do that. And I think they've just cost their race goodbye. I mean, it's long anyway, but, well, I mean, the message went out. Fiery Barbarian and Johnny M4 reset to the grid, of course, but Tabbed and Kyotonic in a bit of strife there, mate. They need to pit on this first lap, after this lap, and swap those boots back to where they had them. And the message went out, and they tried to be funny buggers, but they are done. And they've got to fix this one up right up. Pretty quick, smart housey. But let's not worry about that, mate. We'll worry about that after lap one. And, well, there you go. As we wait for the Banana Bender himself. The Banana Bender himself around to P20. He's back in. And, well, everyone is in. So, here we go, Housey. Here we go, mate.
Yep. Sorry, just trying to grab a screenshot of these tyres fitted. Here we go, then. Going to get the race underway, finally.
Okay, so we've got 3 lights, 4 lights. We got 5 lights. And we are go here at the Singapore Grand Prix. Well, I'll tell you what, Tab got a great launch there on that hard compound. But so far, so good, Housey. 2 wide, 3 wide into turn 1. Look at those Cadburys all line astern around the outside, if you don't mind. And the boys are doing a phenomenal job. Oh, there's a bit of wing. There's a bit of wing. Don't know who that was. Don't know who that was. We're going to get a good look here. And we'll bring up these numbers for you. Fiery Barbarian in P17. What's going on down the back here, Housey?
No, a bit of a battle between Kiwi and Volts and the Rothmans. Having a good start, both of them, to be fair. But it looks pretty clean. I didn't see too much damage, or if any damage at all, to be honest with you, from the back. Johnny M4's had a little bit of a spin, though. Brad Tay might have been involved in that. Yep. Johnny M4. Oh, we've lost Bopton.
Oh, Bopton's gone. Bopton's gone. Virtual. I'll tell you what. We're going to see what's going on here because these boys, Tabbed and Kyotonic, pitted the wrong tyres. This is a lobby restart. They were all warned, and if they don't box this lap, they will be disqualified. That is as simple as that. So, well, by the stewards at the end of this one. And, well, it is their own. It's their own fault, Housey.
Yeah, well, it is. I mean, obviously, it's a bit frantic sometimes, but, I mean, everybody's got the same...
You got all the opportunity. Everyone did it. Everyone else did it. Why did the only 2 do it, not do it? And, well, there you go. So, well, price to pay for consequences, of course.
Yep. Johnny M4's missing an end plate down in 19th. So
we are green, Housey. We're Boss Meso! We're Boss Macedonian! Oh, no! And thank God the ghosting was on because it's right at the tunnel there, Housey. Oh! Yeah. We've lost the Banana Bender! Oh, what has gone on? These boys! Wowee! And that hasn't brought out the safety car? No!
Right. 24 missing the whole wing now. So tabbed in to change tyres.
Good.
So
And Kyotonic stayed out. And Kyotonic disqualified. Oh, that is old boy. That is old boy. And Kyotonic disqualified will be by the stewards at the end of this one. Tab doing the right thing and going back out there on the medium. Fiery Barbarian in the pit lane. Johnny M4 in the pit lane, replacing those noses, putting the hard compound on. The hards can go a stretch, but Rip the Beans, well, our championship leader, this has fallen in his lap, Housey. P1. P1.
Most places gained on the opening laps there. Volts up 6 places. Good start from Volts. Dragging his teammate of Crazy Kiwi along with him as well. Most places lost, obviously tabbed. But he's come in the pits to change those tyres, so doing the right thing as tabbed. Other than that, it's Kyotonic lost 1 place.
Yeah, that's right, Kyotonic P11. We've got Volts. He's all over the back of the debutant here in TJS. And of course, folks, no DRS just yet. We're only on lap 2 of 31. We're only on lap 2 of 30. Whoa, Voltsy boy, Voltsy baby, take your time, son. It is a long race, mate. You don't want wing damage around here, my friend. That was very close, Housey. He's getting a bit anxious is probably the right word to use. But use the track to your advantage, mate. We'll go back up to 2.5, up into P4, hunting Mr. Fury Stratton. Fury on the Bosman. The Bozza in a bit of a caterpillar sandwich here, mate. And, well, the Cats are starting to fire up here in the Aussie division. Cracking front 2 lineup in Beansy and Fury, to be honest with you, mate. And, well, Blue Dog and Brad Tay aren't too shabby either. So, TJS, great job. He's no easy feat keeping Bozza behind you. But Darkness has made a bit of a blue, and he's lost himself some time there. We just saw the end of that one there, Housey. And, well, there you go. Voltsy is all over the back. No DRS. Oh, yes, it is. It is enabled now. They've got that zone. Let's just see. But TJS has got it as well. So this is race critical, folks. This is what you've got to do. Oh, it's a bit of a lunge. Bit of a lunge from Volts. And, well, he's just got to be careful.
Yeah,
oh, who was that? Fury's around. Fury's around. Oh, no, poor Fury. And there you go. Dropped like a stone down to P12. And, well, there you go. Black Moon up into P5. And yeah, it's so tight. It's such a
You can't turn the car around.
No,
you just can't turn it around. He's got about a 20-point turn here as Fury.
Yeah, poor guy, mate. Poor guy.
He's got it going without any damage, I believe. So down in 14th. So it's now Cats 12th, 13th, 14th. So we've got a bit of a train of Cats down there. They'll all look to move up together.
They certainly will. And like, honest to God, Housey, the train at the start, I did miss the replay, folks. I do apologise. I've been sort of doing it as we're going. And there was a bit of action there at the start, so I do apologise. But, well, there you go. No, don't speak Spanish. English only there, mate. And, hola, that's all I know. That's all I know. There you go. So, well, it's Italian, mate. It's Come sta is Italian. But it's very similar anyway. That's very similar. And, yeah, there you go. But Darkness Abyss doing a great job, Housey. P5, mate. Look at those Capris. Look at the Capris. I mean, at the start, they were doing a phenomenal job. Around the outside of turn 1, became the inside of turn 2, round the outside of turn 3. All 4 of them stayed out of trouble and did a phenomenal start. But Macedonian, we did lose. We've got Boltsy, just got by. He's still in P8, but there you go. TJS is doing a great job. Darkness Abyss, as we did touch on. The gaps have stabilised, of course, and, well, I'll tell you, 2.5 is starting to fire up, mate.
Yeah, 2.5, just creeping up on the back of Bozza now, isn't he? Got TJS and Volts, obviously that is the next battle that's quite close. Everyone else got a bit of gaps, to be honest with you, after those first early opening laps and the incidents there has been. But, yeah, Beans, Bozza, 2.5 is the top 3 at the moment.
Certainly is, mate, and it's starting to fire up. I mean, Darkness is starting to catch Blackman. We really do know the soft compound is no good around here, Housey. It is. I mean, it's rapid. Don't get me wrong, it's rapid. But look at, it's only good for a few laps, mate. It really is. And yes, they're starting to pinch, mate. I think maybe 2 more laps max. But he's already starting to lose time to the medium runners. Darkness Abyss is all over him like a rash. These boys are teammates. And I tell you what, Housey, he'd want to not cost his teammate. You've got to... Oh, what's going on here? It's very close. Oh, great driving from these two. And, well, they're backwards and forwards. We're focusing a little bit on these, on the 2 Capri boys. But Volts and TJS are starting to fire up. Well, he's kept Voltsy behind him for a couple of laps now.
Yep.
And, well, there you go, mate. Let's just see. Voltsy's trying to make himself big in the mirrors, but it's just not working. He's a good old driver, he's TJS. His concentration levels are through the roof, and this being Singapore is what you've got to have. As McKinder is closing on 2.5 and 2.5. What's going on here? He's got boys, McKinder.
Oh,
and
McKinder's not picking this up. He's got it back. Oh, no, sorry, Bozza. He was going for the move on Bozza, but McKinder's right there. So 2.5 finds himself in a Old Spice sandwich now.
He certainly does, mate. He certainly does.
Oh, McKinder. Oh, he got a tail slapper there. Thought he was going to lose it. Oh, that was close. Well held from McKinder in the end. Black Moon dropping.
Yeah, but what's happened to Black Moon? Not too sure what happened there, mate. Didn't catch that one on the stream, but there you go. So back up to the top, because this is the closest battle on track. And Smakinder's on the hunt. He is on the hunt. 2.5 want to be careful. He needs to hang on to that DRS zone. It is super, super, super critical. It is race critical. He's just dropped out of it, how's he? And, well, that's it. I mean, when the boys are so close together like this, you drop out of that DRS zone, mate, and you are, I don't want to say history, but it's not favourable. And, yeah, 2.5's going to feel that very, very shortly, because Smakinder, well, Smakinder. Now, he's maybe Housey, maybe. Oh, yeah. There you go. 2.5 is boxing. He's boxing. What is going on here? This is interesting from 2.5, but releasing Smakinder. No time lost. And he can set his eyes on the Bosman. Darkness Abyss up in a P4's got Volts there for company. They've both got DRS zones as well, but, well, this will change, of course. Darkness Abyss will lose his, and Volts will keep his. So this is where Volts should be able to take it. And this is where it's all about here, mate. We're about to see Voltsy move up into P4, mate.
Though. Darkness had a good exit there.
Volts has got no battery. He's got no battery.
No battery.
Oh,
Still just about going to get this done, I think.
Yeah, he got it done. Oh, he's run wide. Run very wide. But job done there, how's he? Up into P4, and he can start making his end-roads up into that podium position, of course. Crazy Kiwi is all over the back of TJS as well, mate. This is for P6 and P7. Excuse me, folks. But yeah, half a second behind these. Kiwis firing up too. And this is great to see. The Rothman boys, after having no one in Q3, they find themselves 2 cars, P4, P7. That's pretty good, Housey.
Yeah, well, he just tried to follow his teammate and Volts through the pack. Volts the one
Smart
with the
move.
most places gained.
Yep.
Volts 11 places gained so far, so good start. Crazy Kiwi on 5 himself. Chasey Dane in 8th behind Kiwi there, up 8 places. So good start from Chasey.
Exactly, yeah. On the hard too. He's on the hard as well, of course. And, well, he knows these, on the medium. Brad Tay on the hard, interesting to note, is what I was trying to get at. And, well, P9 there, Housey. He's moved up a few positions. They will last, and he will be quicker at the end of this Grand Prix. He will come into this one, mate. He really, really will. Oh, my God. Nearly sounded like a 2-year-old. But he really will. And, yeah, the speed of that medium towards the end of this Grand Prix is just going to be phenomenal. He's just got to make sure he doesn't ask too much of that medium. He wants to have plenty left over in the tank, of course, as the laps tick over. Tabbed after pitting P1. He's coming. He's coming, all right. That beacon of his. P11 at the moment for the young fella. He's got Fury for company. And, well, Tabbed has got a monumental job to do. But he can do this. He can do this. He can do it.
He's still on for a good, solid result here, I reckon, from Tabbed. I mean, got the bit between his teeth now as well after that mistake with the tyres. Sometimes that just is enough to just get you a bit more riled up.
Well, this is what it's all about here, Housey. Fury's got a bit of protection. Fury's got a bit of... That's what they do. They're doing the teammate thing. Look at Brad Say. He's given some Fury protection. Look at that. But he's going to lose out. Tab, too good. And there you go. Too good from Tab. And great stuff from the Cats. Working this one out. Great working this one out. And, well, that was a phenomenal job from the Cat boys. Tab, oh, we want to be careful with track limits there. But he can reassess and have another crack at Fury. Look how much, look at this. Tabbed on the hunt. He has got the grip between the teeth. He did do the right thing. He did box after lap 1. He did put the right tyre on. And he's all good and proper And, well, there you go. So Tabbed is on the hunt. Fury, this is the battle. This is where it's at, Housey.
Yeah, this is not a place for manoeuvres, though, really, this part of the track. I mean, it's... oh, he's got a time penalty.
Oh, there you go.
Corner.
Yeah, I did say he was a bit ambitious a couple corners ago. And that must have been his second. That was his third. The game goes whack. 3 seconds, young fella. And, well, just made your task even more harder. But keep your focus, mate. You got this. He's, well, he's got some speed, hasn't he, Housey?
He does have some speed. There's no doubt about it.
Fury's doing a job too.
Fury, yeah, you know, he's no stranger.
No, he's not.
Fury, he knows what he's doing.
No, he's not.
He's just starting to hit form himself, Fury, to be honest with you.
Which is great to see. Which is great to see.
Yeah.
We know when he's on song, he's a nice, good, pacey racer. And, well, he's, to his own admission, hasn't had a great start to the season, but looks like he's doing a good job here, mate. Tabbed is going to make a move. Tabbed made a move, and there you go. DRS zone done and dusted. Blue Dog's done. Blue Dog's done. What's going on with Blue Dog?
Right.
We have a safety car. We have a safety car.
It's going to be the tunnel area. I think that's turn 18, is it? I believe. We're going to see if we go on board with Fury, I think.
It's Beansy. We're on board with Beansy.
Sorry, yeah,
And
Beansy.
where is... Oh, right on entry. Right on entry. He's gone deep, whack into the wall, and that's game over. That is game over.
Yep, so first safety car now. It's going to play into
Sort of,
some people's hands.
what do you think, mate? I mean, we're on lap 8. The 8 lap old mediums they're going to be doing. I mean,
yeah. Hards now, surely.
Would you? But the hards, they're going to have to stop again, mate, I think. The hard's going to be they're going to be rubbish towards the end. I mean, you'd need another safety car to be safe, but
everybody's on them.
Yeah, I mean, that's Singapore, man. It's Singapore. They do burn quickly,
Beans goes hard.
They'll all go hard compound, but I think they're not going to make it to to the end. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Maybe a quick.
Maybe a soft at the end. Very interesting. Because it was sort of a no man's land pit stop for that medium, Housey. It really, really was. And, well, Beansy's going to come out, take the lead, and great job from our champ leader. Oh, we as Beansy on song this season. Great to see, young mate. Well done. Well done. Of course, the race is long. Lap 9 of 31, under safety car. First one of the night. And Rip the Beans leads this one. Great job. Even Bozza, stellar job. Welcome back, Boz. Good to see you fighting back up there, mate. Well done to you, mate. Old Spice Racing and Smakinda. Well, another one who is not too shabby at all. Pretty handy, this lad. Smakinda, P3. Bolts from the dead set back of the grid. Finds himself in P4 housing. P4. Brad Tay stayed out, of course, and why wouldn't you? Yes, he's on 8-lap-old hard compound, but he's going to go long. It was always going to be a long first stint. It's sort of bunched the grid up to him, which is a bit unfortunate, but he's a good driver, is Brad Tay. Darkness Abyss is out there on the hards. He's going to try to stretch them. I don't think, like I said before, I don't think they're going to make it. TJS finds himself in 7th. Crazy Kiwi 8th. Chasey Dane in P9. Great job from this lad. Kyotonic, as we've all discussed. We all know what's going on there. Tabbed in P11, mate. P11 is tabbed after, well, doing the right thing after choosing the wrong tyre to start on. Pitted after that first lap. Kyo did not. 2.25 out there. P13 on the soft housey. Interesting.
Changed, yeah.
So he's probably looking to jump at the very, very start. So at the start of this restart of the safety car going in, of course. Fiery Barbarian on their 6-lap-old hards. P14. Black Moon. P15 and Johnny M4. Well, there you go. Johnny M4. P16. I don't think, is he? Yeah, he's a lap down, unfortunately. Has he?
I don't know if he is.
Well,
I don't think he is.
Look where he is.
Oh, yeah. He's got to be from where he is. Sorry, just going on board. Yeah, it's just not showing plus 1 lap on the time.
No, not yet, because he's, yeah, that's right. So, yeah.
Confused me slightly.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
All right, well,
hang on a minute. Well, who's leading the race, Housey? Who's leading the race?
Beansy. Just coming over the start finish line now. Yeah, I see what you did there. Oh, very clever. Well done. You're just trying to get me back. So, yes, it is Beans leading the race, even though the car
Johnny
is the Aston Martin.
Yes.
So, I'll tell you what then, while we're still under safety car, I've got a few other little stats we can run through. So, until we get the green flag, we might as well. 4 drivers to have been on the top three of the table so far. Macedonia, Bozza, Beans, and Suicide 5. There's 6 drivers to have finished all 4 races so far. That's Crazy Kiwi, Bozza, Beans, 2-5, Black Moon, and Chasey Dane. Volts, Tabbed, Bozza, and Beans, the only full-time drivers to be on a podium, or on the podium. Every race has been won by a different driver. So DZ reserve first week, then Beans, then Volts, then Tab. So will we get another new winner? So maybe my tip from Bozza, that would be good. Or Smakinda up there at the moment. That'd be a different winner. Highest scoring team last week was Old Spice with 51 points. Old Spice has got the most finishes, team finishes, so that's cars to the finish line. They've got 15 cars to the finish over the 4 rounds so far. Texaco is the team with the most DNFs, unfortunately, with 5 so far. That's before this race. Team pit stops. Old Spice hold the top card on that one. They pitted the most times. 29 times in total for them over the 4 rounds. Safety car is going to be in this lap then, so we've got brief time for constructors. Constructors update then. Old Spice lead the way on 207 points. Cat are in P2 on 167. Cadbury's in P3 on 143. Rothman sit P4 on 114. And Texaco round out our 5 teams on 79 points. The guys getting ready now for a restart. So Volts up the most places with 11.
Look at them all. Look at them all putting that energy into those tyres, but let the car go too, and they're growing very, very slow. As we do know, this safety car takes its time around here, and doing the right thing. Let's just see, because this is about to heat up now, Housey. This is very, very interesting. I'll tell you what. Here we go. Here we go. Beansy's gone. Beansy's gone. And there you go. He almost caught Bozza napping. But Bozza's right there, mate. Great restart from these boys. Smakinda in P3. Well, Voltsy's all over him. Voltsy's going to make a move. Oh, he's gone deep. He's gone deep, and he's got the job done. Voltsy up in the 3rd position. Smakinda P4. Brad Tay stays where he is. And there you go, Housey. So far, so good. It looks like they've got clean. Oh, what's going on here? There is a ghosted car.
It is.
Johnny M4, that is Johnny M4, yes, lap car of Johnny M4. We've lost Fiery Barbarian. Well, Fiery Barbarian's done. He's done and retired in the pit lane as Fiery Barbarian. And,
he just hit 2-5. I think he had an incident with 2-5 on that, just before the safety car restarted. And then he's gone to the pit, so...
Well, look at this, Housey. Look at this. Look at Volts. He's all over Bozza. He's all over Bozza. He's on the medium, is the Voltsy. And look at the purchase that he's got. Look at the purchase. And, there's no DRS at the moment. He's burning a bit of battery, and he's going to get it done. Bozza's gone defensive. And there you go. Volts gets the job done. Great move from the Volts. And, Rip the Beans is next. And I reckon Beansy would have been seeing on his POV that driver go up. Volts. And, I think he knows he's there now. Tab's doing a good job too. P10, he's got Chasey Dane in front of him there, Housey. Doing a good job. 2-5 trying to come back into it. 2-5 and Mr. Fury Strat. And, opposite strats, as you can see. 2-5 trying to make the most of a soft tyre at a restart. And it just, at the moment, hasn't worked right out for him.
No. Unfortunately not. We've got Crazy Kiwi and TJS Darkness. Good little battle there for a minute. Fury closing in as well on the back of Tabbed. So, bit of a bottleneck perhaps at the moment going on. Just a little bit. Few drivers up there, certainly Volts has got the lead. There you go. He's gone for the move on Beansy. He's got it done. So, Volts is away. How much time can he get in the bag on these mediums before?
That's right. Beansy knows his fight. He knows that he's not going to lose too much time behind Volts. Volts is on the medium, and Volts will now know he needs to put in the laps. This is make or break time for Volts. These mediums aren't going to make it, and he just needs to push, as well as try to keep some in reserve as well. You don't want to cook them too early. As Crazy Kiwi gets by TJS, and there you go. He's got Darkness Abyss for company as well. TJS, there you go, Housey. Also, bit of a touch, TJS. And I think he's got wing damage, mate. That's going to Constantine in the back. And I reckon... No visible damage, but mate, that's it. Around here, it's shocking. A little bit, even if it's lime green, it's done. And there you go. As Dropdas has joined in, and yeah, Volty needs a good yeah, record that one, Droft. And Volty needs a good 10-second gap, he reckons, to well, to have any chance at the end. As we welcome Cool Boy to the stream. Thank you very much for your follow, my friend. This is Formula 4 Racing, the Aussie division, as Volty just banged in the fastest lap. As what's going on with 2.5, making a move on Chasey Dane. And there you go, up into P10 for that man.
Chasey couldn't handle those softs on 2.5's car, obviously. Only one out on softs at the moment, so he's trying to make up a lot of places. As 2.5, he's got Fury next up. Black Moon up the back of Chasey now as well, to be fair, or behind Chasey. I'll rephrase that slightly to sound a little bit better. So here we go, he's looking for a move now, is Black Moon. He's got DRS, Chasey's a sitting duck here. He's not going to be able to do anything.
Well, there you go. Well, sorry, mate. Darkness a bit of Crazy Kiwi. There you go. Well, what a move from Crazy. And look at this. Look at this.
DJ around the outside of Darkness. Is it? Yeah. Oh, my goodness, that's close. They're still at it. Crazy Kiwi's going to have the inside. Look who's behind as well.
Yeah, look who is behind. Mr. Tabbed. Mr. Oh, no, Tab spun!
I don't know whether there was contact. I couldn't see it. I was on board with Darkness at the time, but that's Tabbed.
That's a shocking camera angle. Get off that. Yeah, thank you. And safety car. Safety car. Why have we got a safety car? What's going on?
We don't need a safety car for that. For Jesus Christ.
What is... Oh, this game's broken.
That was for Tabbed getting himself going again, in all fairness, because he'd done like a flick turn in the middle of the track, but I mean there was no one there. He got himself going.
Oh, hang on.
4 wheels. He's got no wing, but
Tabbed is in AI. Oh no, it's alright. He's in AI. He's getting to the pit. Oh, Johnny 4.
What happened to Johnny?
We were on board. What the hell was that?
Is that going into the pit lane? No, where is he? All right, okay, I see him. He's in out of turns. Where is that? That's turn 15 out of turn 15, is it?
What the hell was that? Oh, folks, if you... What was that?
What is there's his car. All right, so Kaio's stopped.
He went into on his own. There.
Did he go in AI and then come out of AI?
I
and
don't
the car
know.
just like, you know, when it regained control.
What the hell was that? It's safety. What the hell was that? I don't know what happened. Right. I'm not going to accuse anyone, but that's crazy.
So who's pitting? So John, we've got
Maxio 105. Thank you for your follow. 237, Housey. 237. Thank you for your follow, mate. Much appreciated. Formula 4 Racing, the Aussie division. But yeah, that's strange, Housey. Very strange.
I didn't see it. I can't comment, unfortunately. We're just going off what you say. So, guys to have pitted there. Sorry, we're just trying to do that. So Volts has pitted. He's got fresh hards on. Brad Tay pitted. Fresh mediums. Kiwi with fresh hards. Black Moon, fresh mediums. 2.5, going another set of fresh softs there. Kyotonic picked the lap before for fresh mediums, so these are 1 lap old mediums. Chasey Dane, fresh hards, and Tabbed, fresh mediums. 14 runners. We've lost Johnny M4, Fiery Barbarian, Blue Dog, Banana Bender, Macedonia, and Bopton from this one. So, back to Beans. Beans has got the lead back. Obviously, Volt's coming into the pits there. So does Volts think he can make it all the way now? Why would you pit?
Well, fresh hards...
Unless you did.
Well, look at that. That's a smart move. It's kind of a smart move, mate. I mean, fresh rubber. Look at the guy. He's the lead of the fresh rubber. And there you go. The guy's in front. Right. I mean, poor lap old hards. They will make it, Housey. But the benefit of having 4 lap younger tyres at this track is towards the end. And yeah, there you go. See when this safety car is going to come in. The lights are still out just to see if there's late call. Going to wait for Tab to catch up, of course. And well, that safety car, of course, even though he did, well, it wasn't required. It's kind of helped him, mate. It has kind of helped him. It's a free nose change and a free set of boots. He does not need to pit again. He's going to chance his arm to get in. And Volts has left the session.
Ready? All right, I'm on it. I'll try to. So, Kyotonic's got a drive-through to do here. Once we get going, that's going to hurt Kyotonic. Although we have got, obviously, him going to be in the steward's office for the start tyre. I've just done it, Skate.
Yeah, sweet. Sweet, sweet.
So maybe we can discount Kyotonic. I don't know. We'll see where that goes in the steward's office. Obviously, we will be double checking, triple checking, cross checking, cross referencing all those start tyres to make sure that we're right and the stewards are right.
100%.
Obviously, it gets a bit hectic at the start of races and things there. Obviously, with the lobby restop. So we'll go back and check all our data. So safety car.
Well, I know there wasn't 9 medium runners. I know that. So.
Yeah, I mean, I've got it.
There's a boo-boo.
I've made that call before, and unfortunately, again,
have faith, Housey. Don't do that to yourself, mate. No, come on, mate. Come on.
No. I'm a fair man. When I screw
Volts
up,
has left the session again. Have another crack, Housey. Have another crack. Oh, what's going on? Macca's Wi-Fi is doing a rubbish job today. Not too sure. He's joined again. He's come back.
Okay.
Now let's just see if he's back in his car. He's in the session. Let's just see. You want to grab control of that one pretty quickly. Safety car in this lap. So we want to take control.
Again. Has he not? Okay, 3 lap old medium, sorry. Okay, I just wondered why he was that far back. So, here we go then. We're going to get this one back underway. Just as we were starting to get some gaps, we've closed back up again. And now we're back at it again. So, I like to keep us busy today, these boys. Yeah, Zerks, yeah, I see that, yeah. I just looked like he'd done it last lap, but he has been out there 3 laps on his medium, so again, I don't know if they're going to go all the way, those mediums. I think he's going to have to come in again, surely, 2.5 we're talking about, or I'm talking about, Zerks is talking about in the chat. So here we go then. We're going to get underway.
Oh, Bozza was not caught napping. Bozza wasn't caught napping. What a restart. Look at Beezy trying to break the toe. Whoa, Bozza, what a restart. Well, we unbelievable. So far, so good from all involved. And, nose to stern. Voltsy, P7. Brad Tay dropped up a little bit there, mate. Not too sure if he's caught napping. Kyotonic, P11. Black Moon for company, of course. Let's go back up to the top. TJS looking at Smakinda. And this is medium versus hard. They're not going to last, Housey. 6 lap bolt mediums. Probably only good for another 6, 7 max around here. Oh. And let's just see how he fares. But this is where it's going to heat up. Smakinda is a good driver. He's going to make it difficult if it is the case to be done. But no DRS, Housey. No DRS. It's all about the purchase. You don't want to burn your battery either because you need some. You need some battery, especially towards the end. Just take it for no safety car, and mate, that battery is super critical. Just as much as that DRS zone is out, Housey. But so far, so good. The boys are, bit of a tank slipper from Volts, and has opened the door for Brad Tay, but has to tuck in there, mate. Very nervous moment from the young fella as Voltsy, just goes whack and puts that foot down, and look at him catch again. Well, Volts is fired up, mate. He's just got to take his time and cool his jets as Darkness Abyss is over Fury, and Fury's doing a great job.
Tell you who else is on the move. Tab's on the move up to 10th. A couple of good passes on this lap. He's looking for another one. Oh, looking for a move on Crazy Kiwi into the tunnel, but decides better of it, does Tab. So Tab's on the move, wants to keep an eye on the timing tree. Brad Tay Volts having a good battle as well. Oh, who's coming in?
Oh, that's Darkness Abyss. Darkness Abyss is getting rid of that. Yep, he certainly is, mate. And that moves Tabbed, and there you go. Tabbed will take Kiwi. P8 for the young fella, and he's making a move, this guy. Let's just not write him off yet, Housey. Let's not write him off. We know what he's got, what he likes, and he loves this track. He's a very pole position by 4/10. So that's something to remember as well. TJS doing a phenomenal job. P4 from this hill. He's still on the back of Smakinda. Still hanging on to that DRS zone there, mate. Of course, has not been enabled just after that restart. I haven't seen it come up just yet. Maybe next lap there, mate. But yeah, great job from this lad. Good to have him on board. Welcome, TJS. Doing a stellar job. Brad Tay, P7. Volts is out. Volts has joined. What's going on with Volts? What is going on with Volts? He's got a red X to his name there, Housey. I just seen Volts has left the session. Volts has joined the session. And this has happened quite a few times from this fella. And don't know what this lad is. What's going on there, mate? We'll have to have a bit of a check, bit of a chat. McDonald's Wi-Fi. Yes, certainly, mate. Certainly. As TJS still all over the back of him.
I've lost all telemetry, but 2-5, having a look at Kyotonics. I'm not sure if there's any closer battles because I've lost the telemetry. Tab's made up another place now. He's up to P7. So, Tab is coming. And what did we say earlier on? He can do this. Dropped us in the chat earlier. I remember saying he can still win this. Anything's possible.
Anything is possible, mate. He's sort of, I reckon, you're probably right, though, mate. You're banking on us. Well, how many to go from here? DRS is enabled, and there you go. That's helped Tab. That's helped him. Look how close he is to Volts. That's it. Volts is a sitting duck. He'll be a sitting duck. Tab will have it. Volts will not. Has Volts got it? No, he's not. He's 1.6 seconds behind Fury. So, Tab, this is position done. Look at this, and look at the battery. And Volts has got about the same. But Voltsy's starting to spend it a little bit. He knows that he's going to be under siege any moment now because this rear wing's going to open up and Tab's going to have a crack at Volts.
Oh, I'll tell you what. TJS having a look at Smakinda further up as well. Oh, a little bit of a love tap there from Tab on the back of Volts.
Let's just hope he hasn't got damage there because as we do know, any slight damage around here is horrendous as TJS has dropped off a little bit, Housey. Hasn't got much battery left anymore. You've probably got to do a few charge laps. Try not to use it. Bank her up a little bit because you do need it. It is overtake for overtake as Curly has joined, mate. Curly. Welcome, my friend. Great to see you in the chat, mate. And, well, there he is there, Housey, the man himself. The old faithful. Well, he's from the UK. He's not in this league. And, well, we've known him for quite some time, Housey. Great lad. And good to see him in there.
He is, always offers us some support, so we appreciate that, Curly. Good to have you here. As you say, going well back with the man himself. I tell you, Tab loves that line through turn.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
17. He's going to get another penalty if he's not careful, though, because he runs that same line. He's right on the edge of it every time through that section.
Oh, Volts with a tank slam. Oh, this might open the door. This might open the door, Housey. We're going to ride on board with this one. Oh, Volts is wheeled in the DRS. Voltsy's done a great job. He's wheeled in the DRS. He's got it from Fury. And that's what he needed. That's sort of helped him big time. Wow, he's caught up
at the braking area.
Oh, my God.
He's good on the brakes. His Tab really good. Not sure what he's running in terms of ABS. Oh, Volts is wide. That's it. Done. Tab through.
And Volts is out of the session again.
I'm not sure what...
he's got a red X next to his name.
ABS.
He's left the session. What's going on?
I'm trying my best here in the background. Let me see if I can get him in. It still says he's in the session.
He's just joined now. He's just joined now. But
TJ, no, TJ's got himself a penalty. So, in his pursuit of Smakinda, doing such a solid job, TJ. I mean, still a solid job in fourth, but penalties. So penalties so far. Let me have a quick look at them quickly while we're talking about it. So TJ's got 3 seconds in fourth. Fury's got 3 seconds in fifth. Tab's got 3 seconds in sixth. Crazy Kiwi down in ninth, 3 seconds. And Kyotonic's got another drive-through for some reason. He's just served that about a lap or so ago, did Kyotonic, and now he's got another one.
Oh, we're having a good look here. Tabbed on Fury, and that's great defending from Fury. And Housey, I think I got that one. I've got to check if my replays are working. I do apologise, folks. We're going to have a look. Let's just see this one. Look, I thought it was job done, Housey. I really did. And, well, look at this. It's just closed the door, and they touched a little bit. But, well, I thought it was job done. Go back to live screens now, folks.
Yep, so Tab's still looking at the back of Fury on live screen. TJS again closing in on Smakinda, but he can't really get any closer to TJ.
It's a tough track to get by, Housey. It's a tough one, and it's so tough. And these boys all know it. They're all experienced drivers. They're all doing their best, especially Smakinda and TJS. I think TJS's philosophy is let's just hang on the back here and tag each other along. Great showing from the Old Spice boys, P2 and P3. And let's not forget about those Caterpillars. They're doing. Yes, I will, mate. I will. Oh, okay. Yeah, I will. Okay. P1, 5, and 7.
Kyle is speeding under a safety car, lap 13 drive through. speeding under a safety car, lap 13 again,
Yeah.
drive through.
So he must have tried to serve it. he tried to serve it. And he sped on serving it. That's what he's done, I reckon. And
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
doesn't matter.
Because he had the wrong tyre.
He's got the wrong tyres anyway. So he's
Could be.
Does not
It
matter.
could be
It does not matter.
No.
You can take as many seconds away from him as you like. He did not put the
TJ
right tyres
close
on. And
yeah.
Boom, boom.
Oh, TJ close to the tunnel. So he's Smakinda's gained on Bozza here. TJ also being dragged by Smakinda. So Bozza the one that looks like he's just starting to struggle a little bit for pace.
Oh, he did. Just late.
Certainly on that lap. Whether he made a mistake, I'm not quite sure.
Oh, we're going to have to suss that one out. We'll have to suss that one out.
Is he back in? Yeah, Volts is closing up on the back of Brad Tay. Two cats in front of him. Brad Tay and Fury, so 6th, 7th of cats. Volts
Yeah,
at 8th.
big time. Sorry, I was just paying attention to the chat there. A bit of drop dash action, a bit of Xerxes action. And yeah, I agree with Xerxes. That's tough, mate. It is so tough. Yeah. Anyway, we're not going to harp on it. 21 to 31, how's he? 21 to 31, and what's going on? Oh, Smakinda, Bozza, whoa, this is opening the door for TJ.
TJ in there. Contact. Bozza holds it, but loses the place to Tabbed. He lost the place to Tabbed. Tabbed's picking this up. He's saying thank you very much. So, Smakinda into 2nd, TJ into 3rd, Tabbed now into 4th. Bozza dropping from 2nd to 5th.
How's he? I think I got it.
Those cats are right there as well. Volts is now past Brad Tay for 7th.
Just missed the end of it. I apologise, folks. I apologise. I tried. I just missed the end of it.
What's TJ doing? What? That is a dive. He's cost himself. That was crazy. So, Smakinda in 2nd now. Tabbed's going to get this though. Tabbed's looking for a move into the tunnel. No,
crazy to make a move there, mate. It will only end in tears, man. I mean, it's going to be tough. It's a very tight, twisty part of the track there, Housey. And, well, there you go. Look at the mediums fire right up. I'm going to get these tyres back on, folks. I do apologise. 6-lap-old versus 11-lap-old hards. DRS zone, and this is it. Is Tabb going to send it? He's going to send it. And Smakinda ain't giving it up. They're around. They're around. The Tabb's around. And, oh, no, dropping down the order is the young fella. Wow, unfortunate. But there you go. Rip the Beans is loving this, Housey.
We've lost Volts. Where's Volts? We've lost him. Volts is greyed out on my screen completely now.
What the hell? Hit and quit.
I reckon it might have been.
That connection issue he's having, he's probably had enough. And I don't blame, I mean, it's frowned upon big time. But I mean, he joined and rejoined and left and rejoined and yes. Left and rejoined and all that sort of stuff. And I think it got to the point where all that hard work he did, I'm not too sure, mate. I'm probably putting words in his mouth and I probably shouldn't. But that's what it seemed like from here, mate.
I didn't see it. I did see a Rothmans dot in the pit lane, so I think that's right. Well, there's another one for the stewards to look at. Never. Oh, but I tell you what, that move at the front there, I tell you, that was a little bit. I don't know. I'm trying to find the right word. A little bit silly, I guess. That's the best word I can come up with at the moment. From
what's that saying? Ambition outweigh talent, mate. And a bit of that, and a bit of white line fever, maybe. And yeah, this is going to be interesting, of course. And Smakinda, Bozza, these boys are teammates. I mean, if they're not going to make a dent on Beans, just as you were, don't trip over each other. Just well, Smakinda got the job done on track, of course. And, well, they just need to get the job done. Bozza, P3 again at the moment, as he's closed his wing. What happened? He opened and closed his wing.
Maybe he's not making the move. Maybe he just wants to sit behind Smakinda. I don't know. I mean, I can't see it from Bozza. I did speak to him in the week, and he was well up for another good result after last week. He wants to go one step better. He was obviously, he was 3rd last week, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. He's going to go for a move here. He's going to go for the move. Yep, he was 3rd last week. So he's got
this is going to be interesting, Housey. These boys are teammates. They don't give an inch.
Fury.
And it's opened up for Fury.
Oh,
it's ended in tears. It's ended in tears. And that has brought the safety car, Fury and Smakinda coming together. And that is done. That is done. as Fury's got no end plate. And what are you doing?
Into the wall.
What are you doing, boys? What are you doing?
Right, well, this is going to change it. So we've got 8 laps to go. A couple under the safety car here. Let's call it 2-3.
You know what this has done?
I mean, we're going to be 5-lap sprint, isn't it?
Well,
it's a 5-lapper.
Mate.
Everyone's going to go on the softs here. TJ's just pitted and put the softs on. 2-5 just pitted and put the softs on.
That all started because Bozza and Smakinda not communicating, and mate, open the door up for Fury. And
I think that was fine between Bozza and Smakinda, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I'm not sure whether Smakinda was paying enough attention to where Fury was.
Yeah, but I mean, it's their team. It didn't have to be like that, you know. It's a crazy thing. I mean, it's a crazy thing, but yeah, good week there. Good job. There's 2 weeks to do these incidents, Droftas. Yes, 100%, 100%, because it's been pretty ordinary. Some ambitious moves, some audacious moves, as we'll get this one under wraps. But we've lost. We've got 13 runners. 13 runners.
Yep.
12 runners, and one of them. Well, I'm not gonna say that. But look at the Cats. Cats P1, 2, and 3.
No, we're gonna change the rules for that one.
Yeah, Black Moon in P4. That's all happening in the pit lane. It's safety car.
Let's have a look.
And let's lighten the mood here. Lighten the mood here, mate. Let's lighten the mood.
Do you want to do driver of the day while we're under the safety car, mate? It'd be a good time to do it.
Well, it's a long lap, mate.
We're going to be action packed.
I might do it. I might do it when
we get going.
Yeah, just before we get going, mate. I think.
Okay, all right.
Still under safety car conditions, but yeah, I don't want it to sort of end too early. You know what I mean? Things can change here, and albeit only 12 drivers, but things can change.
Let's have a look at positions change and just for give ourselves an update here. So, Rip the Beans up 1, Bozza up 2, TJ up 8, Brad Tay up 10. Doing a sterling job, Brad Tay. Up 3 is Black Moon, up 6 is Kiwi, down 4 is Fury, down 3 is 2-5, up 7 is Chasey, Tab down 9, Darkness down 4, Kyotonic down 2. That's the 12 runners. Position check. No, let's go with penalties. We've just done that. So TJS has got 3 seconds in 3rd. Kiwi's got 3 seconds in 6th. Fury's got 3 seconds in 7th. Tab's got 3 seconds in 10th. And Kyotonic's got 3 seconds in 12th. Who's got the fastest lap? Let's have a look, see who's got the fastest lap at the moment. Fastest lap is held by Volts at the moment, a 39.4. I presume he'll get that even with a DNF, does he? I'm not really sure.
I think that's going to change very quickly, mate.
Well, yeah, obviously we've got everyone on the softs on, so maybe it will change.
It definitely will, and that was
that question out of the way.
Yeah,
that will solve my question. But it's a good question. What do we do with that?
Well,
still take the DNF? I don't know.
I don't know, mate. I mean, that's all for the stewards, of course. They do a phenomenal job, of course. Mateo and Aylin have got their work cut out for this one. Very uncharacteristic boys, so just got to chill out, mate. Bit ambitious, some of them. We've got Bozza out there on the medium, mate. And the only odd one out of the pack here.
Let's see. The
only odd one out of the pack on the medium. And, well, they're going to be very good as these softs die. And, yes. Banana Bender. Yeah, it's old boy. Yes, it was old boy. Yeah, I said that before there, Zerks. Ages ago, I think, when you asked.
I don't know if he was in.
Oh, he wasn't in. Sorry, mate. I do apologise. Yeah, there you go. He did change his name, PSN and Discord to Banana Bender, Mr. Banana Bender. And Mr. Banana Bender is out of the Grand Prix.
Yep, one of the first ones, first lap. Bopton, Macedonian, and the Banana Bender all out on the first lap. So are we going to wait for Kyotonics? Kyotonics about half a lap behind here.
No, this won't. This will be in this lap for sure. If he doesn't catch, he doesn't catch, unfortunately. But this will be in this lap. And yeah, I think the boys, you don't want to be. Look, I mean, with the softs here, Housey too, you do not want to be warming them up too early. It's a long lap. You want to keep as much life as them in them as possible. It's very easy to warm the softs up around here, especially in dry conditions. And
Kyotonic just got the fastest lap under safety car. Trying to catch the field, so he might well do it.
It'll be close.
He's coming
he
quite
should
quickly.
do it. He should do it. I mean, he's going to catch it through that third sector anyway. because the safety
Yeah, it
car
should
is
do.
monumentally slow through there anyway. So, yeah, there you go. Bozza, P2, TJS, P3. And, well, he's got a time penalty, I
So,
did say, and
what do
that's...
we reckon then?
Oh,
Ozza, surely he's gonna lose spots here. He can't battle those guys on the softs, surely.
it's tough to pass,
Well, you know,
Housey.
it
It's
is tough
tough to pass,
He's
mate.
been quite good so
I
far.
mean, there are
but
passing opportunities, but it's tough to pass. You've got to be on the money. Otherwise,
it's
I
tough,
mean,
though.
the walls
Give
seem...
you that extra grip, aren't they?
And not only
And
that,
braking.
the walls seem like they're actually far away, but in reality, they're not. And all it takes is for a little bit of a mishap, and they're upon you quicker than you think. And drivers know this. I mean, you take your chances in your own seat, really, but... I mean, you still want to finish, mate. You want to get the job done, bring it to the checkered flag, and yeah, not impede or do anything untoward, of course. It's all about hard, clean, fair, and well, this one has been a bit interesting, to be honest. And well, we're going to get ready to go here, Housey. The safety car lights are out. We're going to stick with Boz because there, Beansy has gone. Beansy's gone, and there you go, Bozza. He's hanging on to that one there, Housey. As well, we want to start from the Boz man on the medium. Beasy's trying to break the toe. Let's go. Excuse me. Let's have a look further back the field. They've gone through all nice and unscathed, and so they should.
Oh, no.
Only 12 of them left.
Tabs on Chasey. He's the only one down into turn 1. Chasey not giving it up. Still fighting with Tabs. Darkness looking on. He's still fighting, is Chasey.
That is good stuff there. All respect given and job done from the young fella. Tabbed up into P9. Darkness a bit of a sneaky sneak as well. And let's just see. There you go. Darkness is through on Chasey. Chasey dropping down into P11 for that lad. Mr. Fury Strat has just got by Crazy Kiwi and has been released. Crazy was a bit of a cork. Oh.
What the hell happened there? Tabbed straight on into the wall. I'm not sure if he got a tap from Darkness, but it didn't look like he was 100% in control there. So Tab's done now. He's got no front wing. He's gonna... Don't do it, Tab. Don't do it.
Don't do it, Tab. Keep going, mate. He knows. I know he's...
come
on. He will. He's a good lad, he's Tab. He's a good lad. And as Beansy is starting to put the hammer down now, mate. He's pushing. He's got out of the DRS zone as Beansy, and Boss is going to be under the pump. This is beautiful for our championship leader. There's 20.
Oh, I tell you what.
Oh, he's putting in the laps. Look at the telemetries, Housey. 1.3, 1.35, 1.4. He's pushing his Beansy. What's going on? What's going on?
Getting messy down the back between Chasey, Kyotonic, Crazy Kiwi. In all fairness, Chasey looking for a move, which I don't really 100% believe was on. So he's going to come in the pits, as is Crazy Kiwi. I think they've both got damage. It's just silly. There's no need for it.
Nope.
But we'll move on. It's not our job to do those bits. Beans, obviously, as you said, pulling away now. It's just frustrating, even from our point of view in the commentating box. You know, small errors or small.
Well, it's frustrating because we know what these. It's frustrating because we know what these boys can do, and when they just get a bit like that, it's we know what they can. They're quality drivers, and it's just been a bit messy tonight, and well, we will sort that one out. 2-5, curb jumping, and well, very carefully didn't lose anything there. Well, that was risky, mate. And Mr. Fury Strat.
The other day.
Oh yeah, jeez, yeah. There you go.
Sorry, that's 4 laps to go.
We're staying with Fury.
Okay, I'll go on board with Fury. We'll see what we can do. Oh, it's a good position for Fury, really. Black Moon again, solid Black Moon. I mean, Black Moon is a pot 4 driver, and he's up there in 5th. So absolutely great job from him at the moment. Has a real good, solid start to the season as Black Moon. Really impressed with what he's done so far. There's still beans from Bozza, from TJ at the front. Gaps of like a good couple of seconds, so I don't think that's going to change. Brad Tay looking up to try and get TJ before the end. And then we've got Black Moon, obviously. Fury, who we're on board with. We've got 2-5 trying to catch up to us behind. He's got 1.7 seconds to do, though, in 3 laps. Don't think it's going to happen with a move as well, obviously, as we've said all along. Difficult to overtake here, but and that has, I think, made some people, you know, it is difficult to overtake, but it can be done, but you do have to rely on both cars being compliant, and I think that's maybe where we've had a few issues tonight. So Fury, I don't think he's going to get done here because Black Moon's got the DRS in front off the back of Brad Tate. So it's TJS who's going to be under pressure here on the last couple of laps from Brad Tate, Black Moon and Fury. And obviously if these guys hold themselves up, that's going to let 2-5 back in the situation. Still don't think he'll be able to do it. So we've got 4-car train, TJ, Brad Tate, Black Moon, Fury. This is the battle to watch. Bean's still in P1. He's got 1.8 seconds over Bozza. Bozza's got 3.2 over TJ. So I'd say first and second, keep it on the tarmac, keep it clean, and that is how that will finish.
I am
TJ
back,
has got
Housey.
his penalty, though.
I am back,
Good,
mate.
right.
The driver in the day has gone out. Black Moon, Brad Tate, TJS, Beansy, or Chasey Dane. Get your votes in, folks.
That's a tough one. It really is.
It is a tough one.
Tough one. Obviously, Brad Tate, a Pop 4 driver as well. So two
Stellar
Pop
job.
4 drivers.
I told you he was going to come into it. I knew he was going to
mean,
come into it. It was a great first opening few laps. We've done it for him, mate. And, well, on that hard compound, no. Very difficult to do. Finds himself in P4 there, Housey. 2-5 is, well, he hasn't had a race.
Get P3, though. He's going to get P3.
Well, he should.
Because TJ's got that penalty.
That's exactly right, mate. 29 of 31.
Keep it clean. I mean, I think he's going to pass him on track, to be honest with you, as well. But
Take it easy there, Curly. All the best, mate.
I think he's going to pass him, Brad Tate, this time. Down the DRS
Well,
line.
we've got a good look at this from Black Moon's perspective, and I think this is coming now, mate. I think it's coming. Get off the rear wing. Get off the rear wing. Oh.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. We're going around the outside. Oh, TJ not giving him loads of room, trying to make it as difficult as he can, but there's no defending it. Brad Tate through, so Brad Tate, again, now just needs to keep it clean. That'll be a sterling job from Brad Tate. Obviously, phenomenal driver. I do love his work, Brad Tate. Just goes about it nice and silently.
We're just having a bit of a look at the replay here, Housey, as Brad Tate gets by TJS. And there you go, job done from the lad. Great move. Use the track to his advantage, and that's what you got to do around here, Housey.
Oh, TJS gets another penalty, so he's 6 seconds now. That's going to cost him big time. He's going to lose out to those Cadbury's boys as well.
Yeah, look at the Cadbury boys.
2-5 was ahead of Darkness. 2-5 must have made a mistake somewhere along the line.
Yeah, he's not having a great race at all, he's 2-5. And, well, P7 at the moment. Been in the thick of it as the lad, the Mamba. He'll be back next week, of course. All these boys will. And Chasey Dane, well, in no man's land, mate. He's sitting there while all boys lonesome. 5 seconds off key. He's in safe land, isn't he? Very much safe land.
Those guys are pretty much just circulating to finish the race. The battle is between TJ, Black Moon, Darkness, 2-5, I think, to the end, this one. So 3 Cadbury's, nose to stern there, 5th, 6th and 7th. So good for Cadbury's there, to be fair. I mean, they have got Cat for company, 3 cars still going. Old Spice got the 2, Texaco on 2. So yeah, TJS got a 6 seconds.
Well, here we go, Housey. Here we go. I think this is it. Black Moon's been lining him up for a couple of laps now, mate. And I think all his hard work's going to pay off because TJS has got no battery. And this is it. Black Moon's going to go. Oh, that's aggressive. That is a very aggressive defense from TJS. And that is very cheeky. Very, very cheeky from that lad. And, well, one defense.
It's going to allow Darkness into it, though.
Oh, they're teammates, though. Darkness got a time penalty. He should not impede him. And, well, he's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. Lap 30 at 31. But Rip the Beans leading this one and comfortably. 1.5 seconds. Bozza doing a stellar job. Brad Tate, P3. TJS, P4, of course. Black Moon and Darkness and 2-5. 3 Cadbury boys, 5, 6, and 7. And Kyotonic is there in P8. Crazy Kiwi, P9. Chasey Dane, P10. Mr. Fury Strat, P11. And Tab, great job, mate. Unfortunate, my friend, but in P12. And still going, Housey.
Yep, he did think about it.
He did, great job.
He heard us. And decided to carry on.
He's a good lad. He's a good lad. Oh, it's Black Moon. He's just brushed the wall there. He's opened up the door for Darkness. Darkness is either saying, "Come on, mate. I know I've got some time penalties, but move your ass. Let's go." Because Black Moon is under the pump and he's kind of holding up his teammates. Because if they can get a TJS, it's at lap 31 and 31. But it's close. It's bloody close. And TJS is struggling a little bit here, Housey. Just do the switcheroo, boys. Have a crack. And let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Going for it, Darkness. Don't take your teammate out here, please, whatever you do. The other Cadbury's are 2-5 now in, so the Cadbury's scrapping. I can't see this being useful for them. but I mean, I see what you're saying. Black Moon losing a bit of pace because 2.5's on the back now. But TJ's got 6-second penalty anyway, so TJ was always going to lose those places.
That is true.
So,
that is true.
You know, getting Darkness
to
hunt
him. What's going on? Darkness is getting interested. He's getting interested. Is Darkness? Oh, there you go. A bit of wheel banging. But no damage. And, well, TJS is under fire here, mate. He's under fire and, well, he's just being a bit aggressive on his defence here, buddy. And let's just see how Darkness goes about this one. They both have time penalties. They're both going to drop like a stone. Beansy and Black Moon. Yeah, well, we'll decide that one there, Housey. We don't do ties. And we'll talk about that one very quick, smartly after the race. Darkness Abyss, is he going to get it done now? Is he going to get it done now? He's gone inside. Let's watch this one. As TJS is, well, there you go. The room was given and job done from Darkness. He can start trying to make a dent, but it's the last lap of the race as Beansy, well. Congratulations, Rip the Beans, our championship leader, P1. What a drive. What a job from Rip the Beans. Bozza, P2, welcome back. That's 2 podiums in a row. Brad Tay will take a podium. Brad Tay, P3. Phenomenal job from a pot 4 driver. And, well, there you go. Darkness Abyss, P4. TJ will drop like a stone. 2.5 will take the P5. Darkness Abyss, P6. TJS, P7. Crazy Kiwi, P8. Chasey, 9. Kyo, 10. Mr. Fury Strat, P11. And Tabbed, P12.
The TJS actually retired across the line. Is he across the line? Where's his car? He's right just over the line. He completely cut the last couple of corners, to be honest with you. Smashed it into the wall, lost his wing. So
that's all right, mate.
Not something we want to see.
Well, I can fix that very easily, mate, and that's no issue whatsoever. Trigger happy, and we'll get that one all sorted. But yes, there you go. We won't worry about that one just yet. Tabbed is there. We'll wait for him. He's done a great job. Well done, Tabbed. Credit where credit's due. Once upon a time, that wouldn't have kept going. But Tabbed, proud of you, mate. Unfortunate, but proud of you. And well, it doesn't matter whether he thought of it or not. He didn't do it, and he's here. No. And great job, Tabbed. Well done, mate.
Yeah, that's what we like to see. Keep it going. Bring it to the line.
That's points, mate. It's points.
It is points, yeah.
And there you go. Driver of the day, Brad Tay.
Well, that's who was it? It was split decision, wasn't it?
Yeah, between Black Moon and Beansy.
All right. We'll have that conversation in a second then.
Yep. As the boys celebrate their podiums. 2 Cat boys on the podium there, Housey.
Yeah, good job from them. Good job from the Cat and the Cadbury's boys.
Let's go through this running order there, Housey. Rip the Beans in the end takes the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 1:38.149. As we'll let these all roll through as we do touch on all the stewards who have got a monumental task ahead of them. Yes. Do apologise in advance. Well, I'm not, but yeah. We will sort it out, boys. We will sort it out. Yes, there you go. Bopton DNF, Masso DNF. Look at all of them. A lot of them DNF, and well, there you go. That was the story of the day, folks. We're going to go on a brief pause. We're going to get the top 3 and the driver of the day in there, Housey, and we will sort this one out. So stay with us, folks. We'll be back with you in just a minute.
Beans just turned up.
Beautiful. We are back, folks. Yes, yes, yes. We've got, well, the top two in anyway. How's he?
Beans is here.
Yeah,
Just
top
joined.
two in at the moment, and the driver of the day, of course. But we'll get to that one in a minute. Brad Tay, unfortunately, could not make it. He's got family there, and he's got family commitments, which is all cool. So we'll go to Bozza. P2 Bossman. P2 Bossman. Not too bad, buddy. You're starting to fire up now and really make inroads after a not so ideal start to your own admission. But I tell you what, mate, you're starting to wake up, son. Great, great job, P2, and done your championship all the favours in the world.
Let's go. Finally broke the streak.
Awesome.
Finally broke the streak.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm absolutely chuffed with P2, boys. I just couldn't catch Beansy. Those soft tyres held on at the end.
Yep.
And yeah, I was hoping that his tyres were going to overheat and I could catch him on tyre temps. But yeah, hats off to Beans. He drove an incredible race.
Yeah.
Had amazing pace. And overall, I just could not keep within DRS. For all my money's worth. And, But I'm super, super happy with P2.
P2, boss.
Everyone who made the flag.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Everyone who made the flag. Not too bad at all, mate. It was a tough one. But we won't touch on that one just yet there, bud. But yeah, there you go. P2, boss man. P2, I'm pretty super impressed with you, mate. Hey, you've come back after that bit of a mishap, and it's all working out in your favour at the moment, mate. P2 in this race. P2 in the championship. And P2 at the moment in your pot, which consists of Beansy anyway. So there you go. There's a lot of twos there, Bozza, now. And fantastic to see. And great job by you, mate. We'll see you, not next week, of course. We're on a bit of a break there, folks. As you can see on the calendar, we will be at Portugal round 6 in a fortnight's time. But Bozman, congratulations. Great drive. P2, well done, mate.
Cheers, boys. Appreciate it.
No worries, as we'll move to Rip the Beans. Well. Beansy, brother. Beansy. I tell you, he's liking the fresh air up on top of the pack. And while he's doing his thing, he's fired up, this lad. He's ready to go. And while he's in the driver's seat, Rip the Beans. Congratulations on a stellar drive. Fastest lap, mate. Fastest lap too, and a massive congratulations, mate. Great job.
Mate, I did get a bit lucky there with Boltz's disconnections and
yeah.
But I'll take it. I need all the points I can get at the moment.
That's it, mate.
And, always love a cheeky win here and there.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got a little bit of a cheeky one there, Beansy. But no discredit, mate. You did what you needed to do, and it all mattered in the end when it all came into play. and you went that soft, and mate, we were worried a little bit. Because I thought they might be dying towards the end. That's what Bozza did say just before, and well, they held on, mate. You made the most of them at the start of that restart. To be fair, you smashed that 1 second out of that DRS, and away you went, mate. Fantastic, and great job by you. P1 in the championship, P1 in the pots. Beansy, a lot of ones there, mate. Can you keep it going?
Yeah, it's good for now. Long season, but yeah,
It certainly
good
is.
to be there for now. Yeah, those softs. I needed it. I knew I needed to smash those first 2 laps, get it out of a second, and then from there I was just cruising at my own pace, making sure they didn't die because I didn't
keeping
want to
that
risk
gap.
a crash or
That's right.
anything like that. But yeah, other than that, it was a pretty good race.
Well, Beansy, I'm loving what I'm hearing from you, Beansy. This is mature stuff. It's good. It's very good. Of course, I've known you for quite a while, and you're going about your business absolutely brilliant. Well done to you. Congratulations on the win. And, well, our championship leader, folks, rip the beans.
Cheers, mate. Good call too, boys.
Cheers, mate. Cheers. As well, there you go, Housey. It's come time. Well, the driver of the day vote was tied there. It was tied between, well, to our surprise, it was tied between Rip the Beans, which was a bit of a surprise because Brad Tay was in there as well. But yes, Rip the Beans and Black Moon. Now, they're both in the chat, and they're probably both eagerly awaiting. Who's got this? Well, we have decided driver of the day is going to Black Moon. P8, he started. P4, he finished. This guy is a pot housey. What pot is Black Moon? He is a pot 4 driver. Finished P4. Phenomenal job. Phenomenal drive. The lead Cadbury car. Black Moon, congratulations on your driver of the day, mate. Well done, son.
Thank you. But just before we say anything about me, I just want to apologize to Crazy Kiwi. On that last restart there, I was busy putting temperature into my tires. I absolutely missed the restart, and he tried to overtake me around the outside, and I smashed him a little bit into the wall there. So I want to apologize for that. I'm going to cop whatever penalty comes my way for that.
Yeah, that's very really sportsmanlike of you, mate, of course. But you still did a stellar job. We're not going to take the shine off your driver of the day to finish where you did in the pot that you're in, and that is a great job. A really, really good job. The field's very well balanced, mate, and well, welcome back. I do know this lad. When he's back, he's got some pace, folks. This guy has got some pace. He's a bit of a sleeper there in pot 4, mate, in my opinion.
Yeah, we know. I don't think I've got complete outright some of those boys.
But I think
over a race distance, I'll take a few of them.
No pressure, Black Moon. You're doing a stellar job. Welcome to the commentary box for starters, and let's just see if you can continue the commentary box trend. Well, we will see you in a fortnight's time at Portugal, folks. That was Black Moon, everybody. Driver of the day. Well done, mate.
Hey, thanks again.
All right, folks. Now let's wrap this one up, Housey. I do know you've got to get busy and get to work, mate, but, well, it was an interesting race to say the least. The stewards do have their work cut out for them. The boys will be shepherded into a place, I suppose, and well, we will reset and we'll rejoin in Portugal in 2 weeks' time, folks. As you can see, when the calendar's about to roll up. But Housey, anything to add there, mate? At all?
I mean, I think we just need to mention Brad Tay. We started to mention it slightly again. Another pot 4 driver. Real solid finish.
Sorry, Brad Tay. Yes.
Goes about his work very well. Was definitely in the shout. For me anyway, of driver of the day. So shout out to Brad Tay, another good drive there. Congratulations to him.
Spot on.
Obviously, congratulations to all that finished. And yeah, we will go through it, and we'll see everybody in Portugal.
Well, that's exactly right, Housey. But I'll tell you what, folks, let's just not forget about the UK boys or the European boys. They're at 8 p.m. GMT in about 10 hours after this one, Housey. I will be there. You will be there. We all will be there, let's hope. And let's hope some of the Aussie boys can, well, support their European counterparts as what they do for them. Fantastic camaraderie here at Formula 4. But I'll tell you what, Housey, that's probably a good note to end this one. And, well, I guess I'll see you in a few hours' time. And I hope to see all the viewers in a few hours' time as well. But for us, I always muck that up, Housey. But from us, for now, goodbye.